All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Unfiltered podcast. We have 5 beautiful ladies with us today. It's going to be...
Oh no. I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Welcome to the Unfiltered podcast, the realest show on earth. That's the globe and the one that's surrounded by a wall of ice. Remember, we are the only show that caters to the chat. Gentlemen, remember, if you want to ask us or these lovely ladies any questions or you want to suggest any topics, make sure that you super chat. Remember, we are not liable and or responsible for you getting fired at work for listening to what we have to say. So remember to put your headphones on. Ladies, before we start, one mic at a time. Don't overtalk each other. Most importantly, don't overtalk us. Let's keep it respectful. Let's have a great conversation. Remember to subscribe and become part of the family. Turn your notification bell on and like the fucking video so you can throw us in the algorithm. Become a member because the member chat is always fire. We have 6 tiers. The lowest tier is going to be $4.99. So if you don't have $5, you shouldn't have been listening to us at work because you wouldn't have got fired. If you don't have time to watch the full episode, make sure that you subscribe to the Clips channel so you can watch all the 5 to 10 minute episodes of the most exciting and entertaining parts of the show. Don't forget to join the Discord. Make sure you become a member of the Locals channel because in the Locals, you're going to get the behind the scenes look at the kickouts, the fights, and the yacht parties. And you know that the new merch is in. Go to unfilteredpodcast.shop to get it.
Shout out to guys, before we get started, make sure we're looking at us, okay? Let's not look at the TV, ladies, okay? Because we do have an editor. Shout out to Dom. He will be making reels of you guys, and you will be going on all the social media. And you don't want to be looking at the TV when we're doing those reels, okay? So thank you guys for being here, first and foremost, okay? We appreciate your time. We appreciate you guys coming from wherever you guys came from to be here. Guys, make sure that we're donation friendly today, man. Let's keep actually, for the most part, I don't really have to say that because, we have a pretty dope chat. They don't, they almost never disrespect the ladies. Donations are going to be scrolling at the bottom, guys. I don't see a kick out happening today, man. This is another great panel here. If you guys aren't able to donate, man, don't feel bad, guys. We don't even ask you guys to donate money. Anything you donate does go right back into the studio. As far as cameras, we have like $5,000 cameras here. All these mics are very expensive as well. So we want to make sure we continue upgrading for you guys. But if you can't donate, man, that's cool too. Just like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, share with your baby mother, your baby father, man. It helps a lot with the algorithm, okay? Welcome all the new viewers in, guys. We have new viewers every single day. YouTube is now throwing us in the algorithm. So whenever you guys have new viewers, go ahead and welcome them in, man. A lot of these guys, they will stay if you guys just say what's up, okay? So shout out to you guys for, handling the chat. Become a member, like you said, man. It's $4.99. I give that shit away every single day when I'm coming to fucking to the studio, man. There's a whole bunch of homeless people here in Miami, by the way. Did you ever notice that shit?
Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't give homeless people no money, bro.
You know what? When I was in North Carolina, there was a lot of homeless people over there too.
You know what they're saying? They said this about a year ago. They're saying that these big cities, California, New York, Miami, Texas, are sending busloads of homeless people to North Carolina.
I wonder why. But yeah, when I was in North Carolina, I went to Raleigh, and man, you guys have a lot of homeless people over there. Guys, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, and also Kick, man. Shout out to Bezo in the back, always working hard, man. If you guys knew all the stuff that Bezo was doing in the back, man, you'd be surprised, man. And he still has time to come here sometimes during the week to be in the show, man. So much love to you, brother. Shout out to Dom, like we said earlier too, man. Dom is also working on the Clips channel. The Clips channel, I would say by the end of the year, the Clips channel might be close to catching up to the main channel, bro. The Clips channel was actually made not that long ago. Damn. Guys, make sure you guys start us off with some good. Shout out to fucking David Jones, bro. Always rocking with us, man. Always supporting us. He already had some super chats. We're gonna get to those in a second after we introduce the ladies. But when you guys super chat, man, make sure you guys super chat some thought-provoking questions or some topics you guys want us to cover. That way we can keep the show interesting for you guys. We are the only podcast that allows you guys to be part of this show. There's no other podcast out there, guys. Go look, man. Go try to find them. There's no other podcast out there that allows you guys, the viewer, the chatters, to essentially not only be part of the show, but kind of run the show, right? Like you guys super chat questions. We touch on that. Any topics. We even kick girls out when you guys ask us to kick girls out. No other podcast.
It's the chat.
Bro, no other podcast does that, man. We do that shit just for you guys, man. So shout out to you guys. We rock with you guys hard. Thanks for being part of the family. Court is now in session, ladies. We're going to introduce you, ladies, and you're going to give me your name, age, and relationship status. If you're single, are you single by choice? We're going to start off with you. Name, age, relationship status.
Hi, guys. My name is Letty. I'm 21 and I'm single.
21 and single by choice?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to continue that accent from earlier. Shout out to you. Okay. What about you over there?
I'm Alexia. I'm now 22 and I'm taken.
Alexia, 22, taken. Okay. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming back. And why don't you introduce yourself right there for those that don't know you? They should know you, but go ahead.
Hello, I'm Fanny. I'm 21 years old and I am single.
Fanny, 21, single and delusional. Okay. And I can say that about her because I know her. Okay, we know her here. She's part of the team. All right, cool. So go ahead.
I'm Liz. I'm 27 and I'm taken.
27, taken. Okay. Thanks for coming back, Liz. We appreciate you.
Of course.
And what about you over there?
Hi, I'm Chantal. I'm 27 and I am single.
27 and single by choice?
No.
Oh,
I changed my answer.
you changed it now?
I changed it.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so just single. Shout out to you.
single.
All right, guys. For those that don't know, this is Hector. I'm Eric. Okay. We're gonna start off by asking the ladies real quick before we get to your super chats. Why are you single by choice? Go ahead, letters.
It's just me. I haven't found the right guy.
You
that I
have
can-
you haven't found the right guy yet.
Yeah, like to give my attention to.
Go back to that.
Okay. Who be watching Chat?
Oh my god.
Yo, you know what's
What's
funny,
your
bro?
babysitter?
I think I should be able to afford a nanny, but
Are you done?
I don't know why that's so
Are
funny.
you done? Are you done?
You know what's funny? Yeah.
I think he asked that
Okay.
last time and we just ignored it.
Yo, you want to know what's funny? Yeah, I'll be trying to continue the show, and all of a sudden, I just see him laughing, bro. He be watching the chat, bro. When he sees something
He
that's
comes at me though.
Yeah.
Trey comes at me.
yeah. Yo, when
Shout
he's,
out to Trey. Shout out
when
to
he
Trey.
says when he sees, and that's another thing that we do here, man. That's another thing that we do here that no other podcast does is, like we'll read something and we'll shout you guys out, and just because it's funny, man.
The chat, they
can't,
dictate
I
what happens.
All right, so real quick,
My
man.
fault.
Let's
Go
go ahead
ahead,
and
go ahead.
continue. So you said that you're single by choice, and you said because you haven't found the right man yet.
Yeah, like I'm looking. It's not like I'm not open to a relationship or anything like that. I just haven't like found myself in a situation where I want to like go ahead and settle down and like be with a good man.
Damn.
Okay, you haven't found the right man yet. Is that it?
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
you don't have any toxic traits.
I do, obviously. I feel like every woman has a couple of toxic traits, to be honest.
What are some of your toxic traits?
Well, I'm Hispanic, so I can yell. I'm pretty loud.
You're
sometimes.
Hispanic.
I'm Hispanic. Just like you said it. I'm Hispanic. I will be Hispanic.
What the fuck, bro?
I like my men on their toes. They gotta be on their toes to do it. I want you to be scared when the phone rings. I want you to know it was me. I want you to fear. I want you to sweat.
What the
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Just saying.
Do me a favor, flip your mic a little bit more up. Yeah.
Next question.
Next question.
3 seconds.
That's why I
Hispanic.
emphasize.
Yes.
I emphasize this to see if you would understand it. All right, cool.
You're his.
Yeah. Just like that.
Hispanic. Okay. I appreciate the honesty. Are you accountable at all?
Oh yeah, it's me.
It's you.
It's me. It's me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
It's you that the reason that you're single? Is that what you're saying?
no. Like,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
me that I'm toxic. I'm a little crazy in the head, something like.
Oh, okay.
like
You're
tweak a little
accountable for
bit.
your toxicity.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
Okay. Just clarifying. Yeah.
All right. All right. Fair
100%.
enough.
Next
Fair
question.
enough. Okay. Let me see. So you know what? Before we move on, I'm just gonna. So when you said I haven't found the right man, my boy Hector here would say, you're not going to find the right man. The right man is going to find you.
Yeah, of course.
Make sense? Why do you say that?
Because you're not single by choice. Because if you found the man that you were looking for, you'd be with him. But because you haven't.
No, yeah, of course. I mean, we find each other in a way. Like, you're right.
Who was the guy yesterday? He said it. He said, ladies.
You're still laughing.
he said, ladies, if what did he say? He said, if you loved, admired, and respect him, and then chose not to be with him, then that would make you single by choice. But you have no choice but to be single.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that is why I changed my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, it's funny because she's like, we find each other. No.
They're in the maze. They're in the maze.
He selects you. You choose to accept. That's really,
bro, we find each other. No. He finds you. He finds you. And this is a beautiful thing. Hector, sometimes Hector innocently just says some things sometimes that causes people to go crazy. Like on TikTok, one of the biggest viewed and controversial reels that we have is Hector just saying, you were talking to Brittany. She was sitting right there. And you were like, oh, you think you choose a man, but a man chooses you. You don't choose a man. She was like, what about your girlfriend? Then you choose you. You were like, what?
How does that make sense?
Bro, it was just funny. But something as simple as him saying, you don't choose a man, the man chooses you. And then the women are like, oh, no, well, we have a choice, too, because I get to choose if I want to be with him. But there's a difference, right? If I gave you a choice, you get to accept whether you want the choice or not, right? But you're not choosing me. You're choosing whether you want to be with me or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, a man is supposed to lay out their cards on the table, and then a woman, like
chooses.
They don't like what you see,
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, man, I know we have a whole bunch of super chats, man. We're gonna get to them in 1 second, but real quick. So I like that you said you admitted that you're toxic. His panic. That's the first time I heard that. That shit was funny as shit. And I actually like that you're accountable. So there's still a little bit of hope for you. The next person that's single by choice is Miss Fanny over here. I'm gonna skip you because we already know you're just delusional. And then you changed your answer. Why did you change your answer from single by choice to just single?
For the same explanation that Hector just gave.
Which is that?
That the right man hasn't found me.
Okay, amazing. See what happens when you have girls come over here, bro. Like, I love it.
I had to change my answer. It was just it makes more sense now,
Yeah, but
I'm logical.
I like
at
that.
times.
See, you changed their mind, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate all the hard work you've been doing ever since you got here.
Damn,
Oh, look, my nails are
where'd
shorter
you
too,
find
Hector.
this?
Wow. Bro.
Listen, I even changed my Instagram and everything.
Really?
No.
I'm
We're
being
not
for
going
real.
as far as that. We're not. We're working slowly.
Hector,
Little by little.
Little by little. I
Little
haven't
by
moved to Alaska yet. Alaska.
yo, shout out to Hector coming in and
You're
making.
mad funny. He be changing all of us.
I was
He really do be. He really be.
bunker.
Shut-
Sis, I did the same thing. It's okay.
Her nails are shorter. Her
Well, in
dress,
my
her dress
defense,
is longer. Her dress is longer.
Well, it's kind of the only thing I had to wear today. I'm sorry, guys.
He told you to dye your hair too. He said change it to black.
he said
He
He said for me
dye
to
your
move to
hair, get the hell
Australia or
outta here.
something.
yeah, he said dye your hair.
Leave Miami.
Well, and my nails are short just because they're my own nails now.
Okay.
I took off the.
Amazing. She's becoming more real by the day.
Oh Lord.
Real quick, man. Let's go ahead and give a
None of my
special
eyes.
shout out to my boy Troy Devon. Just became a member. Super Saiyan level 2, brother, man. Much love to you. Thanks for rocking
Damn,
with us, bro.
son, where'd you find this?
Appreciate it, man. Anytime you guys become members, drop your Instagrams in the chat. My boy Repo's in there. He will take your names and add you guys to a chat, man. We keep growing day by day. And I can honestly say, bro, since we started this show, Bezo and I, man, and amazing people have come along the way. I'm super grateful to you guys, man. I do this every single day. I've lost a lot doing this show. I've lost, even family members, man. I've lost, doing this show. So I have much respect for you guys, man. And thanks for rocking with us, man. Our first super chat today comes from David fucking Jones, man. He says, which woman is stronger? A boss babe collecting money from 2 baby daddies? God damn, this sounds like very.
I feel like this is my question.
Okay, let me start over. Yo, he came with the heat. He said, which
Can I answer this?
yeah, go ahead. I'll start off with you. He says, which woman is stronger? A boss babe collecting money from 2 baby daddies, or a wife that forgives her husband for cheating and seeks marriage counseling? If you pick the boss babe, then why? So we'll start off with you.
That's
Go
a
ahead.
great question.
Yeah.
I would, in this specific scenario, I would say the boss babe. Just because I just wouldn't forgive cheating.
Okay. How
Any
is
particular reason why?
Yeah, can you explain why?
Why?
Specifically, yeah.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
You see, it's just about her feelings
Mm-hmm.
because
I mean, you think cheating is like
I love how she's turning it around
Like-
on me. Yeah.
like do you think cheating can be changed? Like
Well-
if somebody cheats once, do you think that they will cheat again?
Well, okay, so yes, I think that if a person cheats once, the capability of him cheating again
There
is
you go.
high. Him or her.
That is why.
Because I think women cheat more than men.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's number one. Okay.
No, but
The
okay.
hell? Okay.
But I'm
Sorry, I was choking.
All right. So you guys can explain to me why you think men cheat more if you want.
Okay, that's perfect.
But I promise you that statistics,
I don't know. Maybe it's equal.
it's not equal. We'll come back to that. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to
It's
put
a
down.
specific group
Yeah.
of men that are capable of, that have the ability to. Every man
Yeah.
is capable of cheating, but it's a specific group of men that have the ability to, or even the access to, options
Mhm.
to cheat.
Yeah.
And to quote my girl Cream, she says, cheating is a rich man's sport. Does anyone know what that means?
I
That
agree.
it's a game
What does
for
it mean
men.
to you?
Like a mistress?
It means that being rich, if you cheat, then the woman is most likely to stay with you.
No.
Is it
Where'd you
right?
get
because it's a rich man's sport. Like you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want, right? Isn't that
No,
what that
but
means?
think about it. There's relationships where the man is very wealthy. He'll cheat one time and the wife will fuck him for everything he has. I think what she means is you have to have an abundance of resources to cheat. For example, like
Oh,
You don't-
You're
you
talking
don't-
about resources.
basically, so it's
Oh.
like you don't cheat with a woman in your house. Like you're gonna have to get a hotel. You're gonna have to go drive to her or send her a taxi
That's
or
why?
Uber her. Yeah. like,
Seriously,
it's not
that's
why.
considered rich.
No, what I'm saying is like if you have resources, right? You have money, not necessarily rich or wealthy, but you
Okay.
have money. What she means by that is at least pay for the hotel, at least pay for her Uber, at least be able to fly her out or whatever, right? Take her to
Okay.
dinner because you're actively cheating. Let's say you're actively cheating with one person, like it's almost like a bill. You're some
Right.
women aren't gonna just
So
have
rent.
sex with you.
Okay, so back to the original super chat real quick. What women don't understand is that when men cheat, they're not cheating to replace. Okay. And then also another problem that I have is that let's say me and you are dating and we break up and I sleep with another woman. Am I cheating on you?
No.
No.
Okay. But the problem is that you feel like I cheated on you. And
I
so
do
then you
not.
go and you say, but we're talking in general, right? In general, women was, oh, you cheated on me. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. I cheated on you. But here's the thing. Men aren't cheating to replace. I don't understand why women get that
I
through
do
their heads.
agree with that. Oh no, I agree with that. Men do not cheat to replace.
Okay, so then if you know that, then why are you guys tripping about it so much? If you know men aren't cheating to replace, we're just cheating to maybe get a rock off or something like that. Just have fun, right? Maybe try something new. And again, I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but if you know this already, then why are you saying that
Because why didn't
the-
you include me?
Yeah, but see, here's the problem, Chantel. The problem that I have with that is that women always say what you say, and in the end, they don't really want that.
But that's.
And then here's the
that's-
thing: if you have a threesome with me just to please me, you're gonna end up resenting me.
But I feel like maybe that's
You
some
feel
woman.
like whatever, but
I think. I'm sorry. I'm gonna change that too. I think that is certain women that aren't sure that they like that thing. But if you know that you like threesomes, then I don't see an issue.
If you know that you
If
like
you know
it,
that that's something that you're okay
Exactly.
with, then
you know how many women have told me that, and then we have threesomes, and then they're
Well,
like, "Oh,
you're
I care about you way
You're
too
dealing
much."
with the wrong woman.
Oh, well, that it's crazy because they all say the same shit. They all say the same shit.
Yeah, I would argue that the majority of women aren't okay with it.
yeah, I would
You know,
say
it's
the
a
I
same.
like
select few.
girls, so I don't know.
I think it just
See-
gets to a point that like there's a connection between the two in the relationship that it's way too deep and we're more emotional. So it gets to the point that we feel like that man it's only ours.
Can I say something?
And it's just a lie because if you start doing that, you should be aware that you
Right.
know those are your man's needs and you can't
Right,
just like be
right,
selfish and be
right.
like, no, we're gonna stop doing it because you don't want to anymore.
I mean, what if it's like a kink of yours that you like to see your man
Exactly.
with someone else.
Mhm.
you
That,
know?
there's girls
That's
that
your
like that
kink?
too.
That's true.
Maybe.
Is that your kink right there?
Oh, I kind of like it.
Well, okay. What do you like about it?
I just like to watch the action live.
So you like sit in a
Oh
corner.
my
God.
Chantal
Yo.
would like sit in a corner and just watch it all have to go down.
Hector's about to get the holy water, man. Okay. So ladies, how about
She didn't learn.
anyone else want to answer this one right here? Which one's the boss babe? The one that's collecting money from the two baby daddies, or the one that's taking marriage counseling?
I think the stronger woman, because he said stronger woman, is the girl going to marriage counseling. only
agreed.
because the other girl with the two baby daddies, I think she's going it the lazy way, bro. Like, you need two baby daddies to be successful, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that you're going a little lazy about it, and I feel like the stronger woman would be the one who would preserve in the relationship and try to make it work and go to marriage counseling and do what you can because you got down on one knee and you said yes.
And because,
So-
like you said, feelings
is
are
it?
hard to get past. So if you can
Yeah, but
actually
that's your
sit down
husband.
and talk about it
Exactly.
and get past your
Yeah.
feelings, that's a lot harder than just
It's your
saying,
husband.
"Oh, fuck it." Like,
So I
Yeah.
changed my answer.
Would you ever? What's that? What was you changing?
I don't
changed
think
your
I
mind.
thought yeah, you did.
Aw.
I didn't gather my thought process to the fact that the two, she was collecting from the two baby daddies. I
Okay.
didn't read that part.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you give your man a threesome?
Yeah.
You would, and you'd be happy doing that, or would you just do it to make him happy?
I would do it to make him happy because seeing him happy makes me happy.
Okay. Do you know that long term you would end up resenting him for it though?
Mhm.
You think so?
I know so.
It'll eat us alive. Remember, at the end of the day, like you'll see him every day in your head. You'll think, "Damn, I let him do this," and then I didn't like.
First of all,
it.
let me tell you how disgusted I am by the fact that this woman says she has a kink for watching her
That's
man
kinda
fuck
weird.
another
I'm
woman.
sorry.
I'd be
Okay.
jealous.
That's filth. Like Hector likes to say it.
Filth.
Holy water, holy water. We should have a thing instead of the cooking pot. We should have holy water here.
You're right. We should get some holy water.
We should get some holy water.
During the
And
show.
put it and
During
put
the
it in
show,
a
I just-
Sprinkle it.
No,
A spray
don't
bottle.
let
Because
Hector
you're
do
gonna get a
that.
crazy person on here to
Yeah.
throw a mic at
Yeah.
you again, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
have holy
On
water
a spray
everywhere.
bottle, and then he just like
Too
sprays it
many.
in her head.
Oh,
Like a
man.
cat.
That's
No.
Oh,
yeah.
That's assault.
Eric has the pot, and then Hector has the holy water.
That's crazy.
By the way, Hector, that was my idea.
Or a
So
little squirt gun.
She needs to get baptized.
Yeah, she does. Okay, cool.
Thanks,
But
guys.
do you understand that long term you would end up resenting your man for that?
I don't think I would.
You don't think you would?
It's
Amazing.
because you don't see it.
Yeah,
Right
maybe.
now, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
I feel
fair
like I
enough. Go ahead.
Never mind.
What's up?
Ooh.
No, I feel like I dealt with that in my last relationship, and I didn't resent him for that. I resented him for other things. So that's how I know that that wasn't the problem.
Okay.
Just to add that in.
See, so then I don't think I'll resent him.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Why don't you try it and then let me know? Okay.
Will do.
David Jones coming in with another fucking super chat, man. Go ahead and power him up. Ladies, name one thing an average man can give a woman that she can't get from a top tier man. Damn, he's coming in with the.
Wow.
Damn, son,
That's a
where'd
really
you
good
find
question.
this?
Okay, ladies, we'll start off with you this time. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Attention.
What?
I think like an average man can give more attention than a top tier man because a top tier man is like going out there making money for his wife or like whoever you are. Like it's not going to be the same, but you know, I feel like patience is a key. But I feel like you know, regular men can give attention more to women.
Okay, fair
That
enough.
a top tier man, you know, like a you know, you're
I
out
think
there
that's the
making money.
opposite.
I think it's
Do you
time.
think so?
I think what you mean to say is they can give their woman more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
More
what I meant. Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
was
Not
gonna
Yeah,
attention,
that.
more time.
My fault. Yeah,
More
time.
of his
You're right.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
Wow.
enough. What about you, Alexia?
I was gonna say that time.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You can't
just
think of
time.
anything else?
No.
What
I
about you,
really
Fanny? Can you think of
can't.
one?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the same thing. So can I get back?
Do me a favor, move that in when you speak into it, okay? So
Oh.
so we can hear you
I
I'll
out.
was
think of
gonna say
another
this-
one.
I was gonna say the same
Or
thing.
turn
so
her up a little bit, bro.
Can I get
Okay,
back to
we'll move
that?
out. What
Yeah.
about you? What's one thing that an average guy can give a woman that a top tier man can?
Besides time, I think more of a like full family picture. Like I mean, more regular guys, like regular guys, can take the time to go to kids' basketball games or soccer games or ballerina recitals or this and that, where a top tier man who is probably working crazy hours, isn't going to be able to do that. It's going to be the mom that's going to be doing that, so just more of a unity.
Okay, fair enough. What about you? Wait, hold on. Before you answer, do you deal with top tier guys?
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
Of course I have. Yes,
Okay.
I have before.
Do you want to let us know which top tier guys you've dealt with?
Bro, why are you being shut out right now?
Yo, can you turn my headphones
What-
down
what-
a little bit?
No,
No.
I do not. I do not want to disclose that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
But thank you, Hector, for putting that out there.
Was one of them
I
here
didn't say
recently?
anything.
What?
It was
I didn't say anything.
It wasn't
What?
Hector.
Oh,
It was Eric.
Oh.
It wasn't Hector.
Eric said it was one of them here recently.
I have
You can
no,
answer that.
I have no idea what you guys are
He
talking
was
about.
here
Okay.
recently.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, that's why all the girls didn't come that day.
Yeah.
All right, fair
Wait,
enough.
what?
Did you want to answer the super chat? What's one thing
Oh,
that?
you're talking about Basil, right?
No,
Wait, what are you talking?
I don't want to name him if you don't. If you don't want him named, okay.
Oh no, I
So
know.
what's one thing that an average guy can give you that a top tier man can also give?
I don't want to be eaten alive for this answer, guys.
No, go ahead and be honest. Go ahead.
I wrote down freedom.
Freedom?
But let me maybe I'm using the wrong word. Let me explain my thought process, because I feel like a top tier man that is, top tier, talking about high earned or successful, is gonna be a little bit more controlling than like maybe a regular man. So maybe that's
Yeah, but the question was, what's one thing an average guy can give a woman that a top tier man can?
correct. Freedom.
Freedom.
A little bit more of like a security, because
don't you feel like the top tier man will give you more freedom because he's just not around? So you,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if that's what you're talking about.
Are you
I'm
saying
not
that an
quite sure,
average
because
man is
there's
more willing to tolerate certain behaviors? Is that what you're saying?
not necessarily, no.
I think that's
No,
the opposite.
it's just like I said, I do not want to be eaten alive for this answer,
No,
guys.
no, nothing, none of that.
Just I was thinking of it that way. Maybe I'm in the wrong perspective. I don't know.
What do you need freedom for?
No, that's yeah. I don't want to say freedom in the wrong way. Like freedom, like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's not what I mean.
Space.
Space, yes. That's
I
a
didn't
bet-
say it.
that's
I
a-
said
she
it.
space.
I
That's
said
a-
space
that's a
because I was
better-
thinking
that's
of
a better
saying
answer.
space, but I was like,
There you
wait,
go.
hold on. Maybe it's the opposite. Wait,
I don't want space.
Yeah, I was gonna
I don't want
ask.
space either.
Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah, like if
You don't
like if
you
if that's my husband, like
You want to be with them 24/7?
it's obviously not going to be 24/7, but the moments that I can be with him, I would love
Oh
to be
yeah,
with him.
yeah.
You
But
know
like
what I mean?
some personal space is good in a relationship, I would say.
That's what sleep is for. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. She
Yeah.
she is Hispanic.
I love you.
Hispanic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Hector feels,
Toxicity.
but I actually really enjoy spending time with my lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree, but you also like
It's
spending
a
time on
specific
your
kind
own.
of it's a specific kind of woman that makes you feel that way, though.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to go
Okay.
home to my
Right.
woman.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
But
You think
want,
you think
But
Chantel?
you want
You think
some
Chantel is
alone-
has a possibility of making a man feel like that?
you know,
She
you know,
answered
you know
us
that, you know that, you know. I know I'm doing that reaction because we all know what Hector is going to answer.
I mean, if you take the advice I gave you last
to
episode,
move to Alaska.
yeah, like because again, you're
An
young.
Eskimo.
You're still young, but it's you really gotta,
Question. So you would in a relationship you wouldn't want some space, like maybe go to the gym by yourself one day, or like
Yeah, there's things
know,
that you do as
that's
a
what
man.
I mean by
yeah, there's
space,
things that
yeah.
you do as a man,
I think
but
that's
other
healthy.
men, yeah. But for the most part, like,
yeah, you should be together.
yeah,
of
you want to
course.
be with your woman,
Of
or you want to be
course,
with your
of
man. Yeah,
course.
but I mean, you want to.
No, but there's
go
like
to the
there's
gym,
like
yeah, go to work, whatever. There's things that you do alone as
but
a
there's
man.
like couples that are like 24/7 all the time together.
Yeah, yo, but listen though, I've
Oh my
had
God.
I've had that, and I actually don't mind that shit. Like I've had that relationship where even the gym I was
You-
going with my girl. I mean, we were doing like different workouts, but still, like
Yeah.
especially now that I'm so busy, so it was almost like anytime I can get with you, like let's go ahead and enjoy it.
You wouldn't argue that that's codependency?
No, I
spending
think that,
time with each other.
I've
Like,
only
24/7.
I've only
I mean,
felt
I'm
like
with
that
my
for one
man,
But
person.
it's
like-
never gonna be 24/7.
Yo,
do me
I've-
a favor, Steve. Look up codependent.
I'm with my man 24/7.
'Cause there's a
24. The
thing-
only time we're not together is when we're work. Is when I'm at work and he's at work, or if I have a day off and he's at work. That's it.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
Oh,
my
yeah, well,
exactly.
that makes-
That's the time off.
I mean,
But
but,
let's
but
say-
he's right though. Hector's right. I've only felt like that with one person.
You said look up codependency.
I mean,
Yes, please.
I never,
Yeah.
I could never think of
Yeah.
doing that with everybody.
Codependency. That's a term that they've been throwing around, but I think that excessive emotional or psychological reliance on your partner, typically one who requires support on account of an illness or addiction. It's not the same as wanting to, spend time with your significant other. I think that that's healthy. Wanting, because think about it. Look up attachment types also. For me, please, brother.
Attachment types.
Yeah, attachment types. Because
Okay.
you're gonna naturally feel attached to your significant other, right?
Yeah,
so,
your guys' energy is gonna like
yeah,
draw
so,
to each other, like attract.
No,
That's
yeah,
a
for
good
sure.
point.
That
That's a good
I
fucking
agree.
point, bro.
Yeah,
That I
because
So
the
when
minute
you're-
my man picks me up from work, he gets off the car, opens my door, hugs me.
I guess
immediately like
yeah,
that.
like
I guess that's what's different for me because of my line of job. Like I my situation personally, I have a lot of free time.
Mm.
So because I work from home, so like I don't do the whole 9 to 5 where I'm coming home to like I used to come home
You know
to
what?
someone.
I feel
you know
bad for you.
what? I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for you
I
that
feel bad for you.
that you've never met somebody that you want to spend all your time with.
Yeah, I have, of course.
Oh, so you have had that.
Yes.
So then,
yes.
what's bad about it?
I'm not saying it's bad. I didn't say. I specifically said, do not eat me alive for this answer. I said I warned you at the beginning because
I
I
don't know.
wasn't. I
I
didn't
just feel
gather my
like
thoughts.
I mean, I experienced it and I actually enjoy it. But then again, it's because I do work a lot. Shout out to my boy, fucking Dr. Kish, man. Go to power up my man, Dr. Kish. Dr. Kish always comes through. He says, average guy lacks accountability. Oh, I'm sorry, the ability to define boundaries so it can give her more freedom, quote unquote. The average guy doesn't have
Space.
options, so tolerates that. But secretly, they want rules to be enforced as high value men will replace
That-
a girl. Okay.
That was kind of the
That's
point
true.
that I was trying to make, but I
Okay,
just couldn't get it out.
But listen to the last sentence real quick. He says, but secretly they want rules to be enforced. And that's
Correct.
another thing that I realized
Correct.
about these guys that will date these like OnlyFans models or the porn stars or the strippers, like these really beautiful women. They'll sit here and they'll tolerate things that they know they don't want to. And then eventually they'll leave. This is why, like, when porn stars get married, it never really lasts. They'll tolerate her shit for maybe a month or two, maybe 5-6 months, if that. And then you see them on the news, they're divorced.
Yeah.
Because all along they were like, yo, I want to put these rules and boundaries in place.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
on
but it-
them
but
for not
that depend-
communicating it either.
But then
Because
that-
why would
but-
you? Sorry,
no, go ahead.
why would you like do all of that and carry that around you and not talk to her and be like, listen, you're doing all of this. Why don't we tone it down a bit or like do this
Yeah,
and
and-
this?
Oh, that's what I put
Communicate
here.
it.
Also, why
to
is
be
the
fair.
woman not willing to change?
No, but see, to be fair, right? Because they say this a lot too. As far as like when a man tries to set boundaries on a specific kind of woman, as a man, fellas, as a man, you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. You can't put boundaries on a woman who has no boundaries already. A woman who's already sexually active and she has a promiscuous, like, she has promiscuous behavior. You can't sit there and expect her to change. Like, you have to understand how to identify a certain kind of woman and say, you know what, I can see myself with her. I know that she comes with certain kinds of, behavior traits, character traits that I'm not going to agree with. It's the same thing when a woman gets into a relationship with a man. It's like, I can't change him to a certain degree. Like this man is this way. So for these men who get into relationships with porn stars and they want to change them, at that point, you're insecure. At that point, you're like, look, I knew what I got myself into. I married a fucking porn star who has sex for money on camera with multiple different kinds of men. I can't feel any type of way for it. Same thing with the OnlyFans models. I got into a relationship with this woman. I know that men are watching her get undressed or watching her be sexual. Like, they have to accept that or don't get involved in it at all.
So I have a question. In your scenario, that scenario that you guys gave, why wouldn't it be possible if the woman is willing to give that up?
What?
Would it be possible if the
would
woman?
it be possible?
Yeah, if the
would be possible?
Because you're saying that most of the porn stars or girls in the sexual industry end up divorced or whatever the case is. But if they stop doing what it is, then
I see what you're asking.
yeah,
This is the thing with pornography.
then there's
Hundreds
then there's
of
the
men.
past,
Yeah, hundreds of
It's
men
the past that would-
already.
okay.
Yeah, already. Have
and that's
sex with them.
insecurity.
No, that's not. Well, yeah, at that point, yeah, because you knew what you got yourself into.
Correct.
Versus a man who doesn't accept that from the beginning. You see what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy because last night, I always have a hard time sleeping, and around like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm checking my Instagram, and one of my good friends that's in the same industry, she's an amazing person.
Red flag.
Yeah, whatever. She messaged me and she was like, "Hey, how are you?" And she usually never talks to me that much, so I'm like, "Oh, something's going on." And she told me that she had just broken up with a fairly like normal guy, and they've been together for about like 8 months or so. And he all of a sudden got insecure because he saw something from her past.
Mhm. What was it?
And ended up a video.
Of her having sex with
Yeah.
another man? Okay, so
So-
to clarify, I'm gonna let you finish, but go ahead, finish, and then I'll clarify
Okay.
because it's very specific where the insecurity starts. It's very specific because you
So-
can't just brand a man insecure because something surfaced. But go ahead.
So, but she had told him specifically, "Hey,
Mhm.
listen, I want to settle down. I want to stop." She wants to come off of that. She wants to leave that behind. She's already all setting her real estate and whatever it is that she's doing, and she wants to build a family with him.
Mhm.
She had explained that to him, and he still ended things based on his insecurity because of the him looking at himself and then seeing the man that she had sex with. So yeah, I was like,
So you're saying, okay, so she had sex with a man on camera
yeah, like years ago.
years ago, and then that video surfaced and got
Well, it
and-
didn't surface. I believe that he looked for it, if I'm not mistaken.
Prob- Probably.
Okay. He
Something
looked
like
for
that.
it. He looked for it, and he saw it.
Correct.
And was it like a strong man or like he was like something like that?
Correct. It was
Okay.
a much bigger man than
Okay.
he was.
Okay,
He's
okay.
barely like a normal simple
Looking
guy.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And
So
that's
yeah,
what she was trying to. Those are the guys that she's actually like attracted
truly
to.
attracted.
Truly
to.
attracted.
Okay,
to.
so there's two things in that. Number one, which what I want to clarify in men, we have a reflex in us, right? That we're disgusted by promiscuous women. Like it's in us. Some men will tolerate it, but the majority of us are disgusted by it. So when we see a woman having sex with another man and we already claimed her as ours, it disgusts us. That's why when a man gets married to a porn star and he sees it, because this is online, this is everywhere, it disgusts him. So that has nothing to do with insecurity, right? Where his insecurity lied is in his inadequacy compared to the other man's physical appearance. So the other man probably had a more attractive physical aesthetic compared to him, and that's where his insecurity lied. But the reflex of seeing his woman that he loves or whatever is with having sex with another man, that's just nature.
I just feel like she was very upfront with him
Mhm.
about it and
So are
told
porn
him,
stars.
and listen, like this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I want to settle down. I
Mhm.
want the white picket fence. I want children. And it's like you're just like completely disregarding that.
Yeah, because but that's what I'm saying. We can't control it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like a natural.
Yeah,
So would you rather-
it's in us.
So
Yes.
would
Can I
y'all
ask
rather
a
not
question?
communicate it at all, and just would you rather the man just not
I don't
even say
know.
anything and keep it to himself and drag it along, even though it's like hurting him?
What do you mean?
Like you said earlier, that like there are men that cannot control the situation regardless, and even if they try to communicate it, would you prefer the man to not even say anything and to deal with it, or would you rather the man communicate knowing that there is still a possibility for it to like change even a little bit?
No, don't deal with these kind of girls.
Could I ask a
Don't deal
question?
with these kind of women. That's the thing. You can't turn off your nature. You know what I mean? Like it's in us already. Like for example, when a man claims a woman, right? He sees her, he's having feelings for her. He's
Neither.
like, this is me, this is mine. Men, we're really territorial. We're not it's not about jealousy, it's not about envy, it's just like you're mine, I know how men are, I know how they operate, right? So it becomes territory. You become my property, you're mine, you belong to me. So it's not about not communicating it, is that we're so territorial by nature. Once we realize that our woman who we love, who we took ownership of, we claimed her, has, you know, sex with other men, or
Red
we see
flag.
them, or, you know, has a promiscuous past, and a guy had sex with her, and we know this guy run into him or whatever, it's something in our nature that makes us disgusted by that. So it has nothing to do with whether or not they should communicate it from the beginning. It's just, don't deal with these kind of girls. It's in your nature already. Like, don't deal with OnlyFans models, don't deal with strippers, don't deal with prostitutes, don't deal with porn stars, because you might think it's cool because she looks good and she fucks you really good or whatever, but then after a couple months or a couple years, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
It's like weird though, because my I mean, never mind. I just corrected myself because my ex was a little crazy, so that makes sense why he dealt with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're talking about the married one, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
polygamous married one.
But there you go. You see, he didn't take you seriously.
We
He
didn't
took
take
you
each other
serious-
seriously.
Sure, but what I'm saying is, because is he still married to the other woman?
Yes.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? That's his
Yes.
wife.
Yes.
That's the one he's gonna be with. Versus in your situation, unfortunately, I hate to say it, it
Yeah.
was like you
No,
were
yeah,
just a good time. Whether it lasted for years or because you guys were 3 years. You said?
Yeah, like
5 years?
4 years,
3,
and
4
then the
years.
last 5 year was like,
You see what I mean? So he wasn't willing to leave his wife for you. So he put you in a category, and men do that. Like, certain men will put certain women in categories. Like, this is my wife. Like, I would, you know, be with her forever. This is just a fuck. This is a good time. This is you know.
in that specific situation, there's a lot more details, so I can't really say that was 100% the situation.
Wait, but
Yeah.
here's the thing. You're missing the point
I'm
real
not
quick.
missing the
You are,
point.
because we say this all the time and women don't understand, is that when men meet you, we have 3 categories, right? Some guys might have 4, whatever, but like, it's fun time. I'm going to take her serious. There might be a future. Oh, you muted me. God damn, bro. My man muted me mid fucking sentence, bro. God damn. So it's the okay, fun time. I'm just going to fuck. And sometimes I might just meet a girl that I was just going to fuck and might develop into something else. But usually we know where we're putting you at. Okay, cool. I really like this girl. I want to invest into her, right? I got to get to know her. And then there's one that like you just don't even give a fuck. Like some girls I won't even chase, right? So and this is why I say, why do women trip over guys cheating? I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying guys aren't looking to replace you. I've never said, let me go fuck this girl and replace my main girl that I'm building a future with. Like, it doesn't work like that.
I definitely learned with my ex, because I thought that the opposite way, and that relationship taught me that.
Because of your fucking
Okay,
feelings.
but if a man has like a cheating tendency to do it, why doesn't he still communicate that?
Hold that
us?
thought real quick, man.
That's actually a good
We got
point.
my man Dr. Kish coming through with another fucking super chat, man, and we got some other ones too. Shout out to DC, man.
And I still know you want to ask a question.
Yes,
Okay, so we
hold
haven't
those
forgot about
questions.
you.
Don't
So hold
forget
your
them real
question,
quick,
yeah.
okay? So Dr. Kish says, that's why we said before, sexual promiscuity is like criminal behavior. God damn it. He's always coming through with the heat. But who's more delusional? The promiscuous girl who wants a traditional man, or the traditional guy who wants to reform a promiscuous girl? And that is a fucking good question right there.
I think he's asking us, right?
You know what? Let's answer that.
Yeah. So I say this all the time, Dr. Kish. The modern man is just as dangerous as the modern woman. Yes, they're both just as delusional. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It's one of the oldest phrases ever. You know, and a hoe ain't never gonna get married.
Damn.
Well, what was that? No. You can't turn a hoe into a wife, into a housewife, and then, you know, shouts out to Pimp C, that bitch a choosy. Lover never fuck without a rubber. I mean, you know, like you can't expect if you're a promiscuous, but see, a lot of women don't know that they're in the promiscuous category.
Of course not, because
You know,
men decide.
And then it's the weak man that wants to turn the promiscuous girl into a housewife that, you know, amplifies that mentality. You know, so it's like I'm so infatuated by her aesthetic that
The weak man?
I'm so infatuated by her aesthetic that I'm willing to forget or ignore her past because I know that I can change her. Just like the woman who,
be honest,
you know,
have you ever tried to save a hoe?
no, never. Never.
Have you?
Have you?
Have you? Yeah, that's a great question.
Have you, Steve?
Honestly,
You had a question over there,
No,
right?
no, no,
Answer it.
I mean,
Answer it.
There is he.
I
There
think-
is he.
I think we've all tried to save one.
Hold
Nah,
on,
he
Steve.
said
Have
no.
you?
Never,
Chat. Put a 1 in
Never.
the chat if you guys have ever tried to save a hoe.
but
that's
answer the
Put a 1 in the
question.
chat. Hey, yo, listen, yo, this is unfiltered.
Stop,
This is unfiltered. We're not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I try to save. You know, I
I
One, a couple.
I try to save a few. I'm not
He's
gonna lie.
honest about it.
I try to save a few. I learn from my mistakes. You know
you
what
have
I mean?
an organization.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick.
Save a
Also,
hoe.
Dr. Kish, shout out to you, man. Always coming through with the heat. This question right here reminds.
The ones are running up though.
Oh shit! Shout out to the chat, man. Here's what I say. This right here is it kind of reminds me of the question of like who's worse, the drug dealer or the drug addict? They're both bad.
I think they're both.
They're both at fault. Yeah, they're both at fault. Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In this situation, though, Dr. Kish, I'm gonna say the guy is more delusional than the woman, because at the end of the day, it's like he says, men are being held. You know, we should hold men responsible. And I think that if less men were taking promiscuous women, more women would be less promiscuous.
Yeah, no, that because that's what it is. It's the lack of boundaries, it's the lack of strength, it's the lack of sexual discipline. That's why a lot of promiscuous women think that the behavior is acceptable, because like, well, I'm gonna find a man, and there's men out there that'll be like, yeah, no, I don't care about your past, baby. I'm strong enough to take it. And then they'll call guys like us who aren't willing to take a woman with a promiscuous past as insecure. Oh, you know, have more confidence in your dick game. Why are you worried about who she had sex with? You know, whatever other excuses they come up with. But when in reality, it's that, you know, that reflex.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and power up my man DC, man. Always coming through again. He has 2 super chats actually. He says, ladies, name one toxic trait that you are secretly attracted to. We'll start off with you. One toxic trait that you're attracted to. Be honest. Be unfiltered, okay?
Toxic trait.
Yes.
Possessiveness.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Weren't you the one just talking about fucking space?
I do.
Why? You just contradicted yourself. You were saying about space.
Yeah, but you
earlier.
said toxic trait that I secretly like, and that's my toxic trait.
So the toxicity is in the fact that you want space, but you want him
Yeah,
to possess
correct.
you. Yeah, that makes
Red
sense.
flag.
That makes
All right.
sense.
Fair enough, man.
I would say the majority of women,
We're like that.
yeah, want that you
Like,
know,
go away, but like, do not fucking go away.
yeah, fact.
Do
Yeah.
not fucking
Yo,
leave.
they don't
Stop
know
all
what
the
they want.
time.
Like the
They don't know
clinginess,
all the time.
like the
Listen,
clinginess.
women don't know what they want, and when you give them what they want, they'll
They
be
don't
mad
want
at
it
you,
anymore.
We don't want it anymore. Yeah.
right?
But
Holy
see,
shit.
that's why, Eric, it's important for men to not be emotional, because we'd be able to identify that. You know, like quit playing, girl. Come here. Damn. What you talking about?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yes,
You gotta like.
Like, put me in my place. Like, yes, do
Yes,
all of that,
yes.
please. But
Yeah.
don't do it at the same time. But do it.
Like
Yeah, but
I
do
want
it, but do
to,
it,
I want
but do
to
it.
act like a brat because I know you're gonna.
All right, let's move on. What's one toxic trait that you're attracted to secretly?
Clinginess.
Oh my god, I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say that
so
one. I love
fine.
a clingy man, like
Touch me, like just want to.
all over.
Okay. Which one did you name?
Possessiveness.
Possessiveness.
Y'all stealing
I would say those two are kind of like
Yeah.
similar, right?
Same
Well,
shit.
no,
No,
not really, because
Yeah.
possessiveness is like, oh, like
Well,
You're
I would,
mine.
where
I
are you
would-
all the
Like you
time?
can't go
I
nowhere.
think-
You can't do
Controlling.
nothing.
I think that
but
you mean to say possessiveness, because clingy, it's more like
annoying,
yeah, no,
Sweeter?
I
like
don't
on
know.
top of you all
Look
the
up
time.
clingy. Yeah, look up clingy for me, Steve. Please.
Well, I think we were referring to a touchy man.
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
So
like
affectionate,
physical touch.
tender,
affection. Yes.
soft man.
but I
Someone
don't.
could
I
be
don't. I
tender
wouldn't
with
say
you.
That's-
affection is toxic.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Oh,
You said
Let me put-
you were
toxic
trying to turn it into a toxic trait, so you couldn't say affection because affection is not toxic.
Yeah, so
Right,
she
I
said
knew
clingy.
affection. Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
said I.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's why I
understand.
said clean, because affection isn't toxic.
It was a thought
but
process that I had to go through, you know.
All right. What's that definition say, Steve?
It says to hold on tightly to. I mean, cling or clingy.
Cling. Okay, so
yeah, if I put in clingy, it says to cling, so it doesn't really give me.
Okay.
that.
Oh, you could have just put clingy.
I know when I put in clingy,
doesn't
it
exist.
Okay.
says
Okay. All right.
cling.
Fair enough. What about you, Fanny? What's one toxic trait you have?
No, I think. Oh,
Not that you have, that
you're
you secretly.
The secretly attracted to.
A little bit of aggression. I'd say like mid aggressiveness. It's kind of attracting, at least to me.
Okay, guys, don't listen to that. Okay, that's dangerous right there.
Delulu.
But I don't mean it like in that sense. I mean it like in a sexual way.
All right, do me a favor, Alexa. You give me one secretly that you're attracted to.
Yeah, well, I would say the possessiveness too.
Possessiveness.
Can't even say it right. Possessiveness.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
You know what's crazy? All you guys are basically naming the same shit, and then when a guy doesn't let you go to the fucking club, it's a problem.
Yeah, but then I also like the argument that comes with it
Like-
too.
It's
like when we- it's like when we-
I love the arguing.
Stay home.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's no. It's like you guys are all asking for the same shit, and when a guy says, "I don't want you to go out with your friends. I don't want you to go out to the club. I don't want you to go to that birthday party. I don't want you to go to the bachelor part, the bachelorette
Yeah, we
party."
rebel.
Oh my god, you don't let me do shit. You don't give me no space.
Yeah, but
Like,
arguments kind of
so-
fun.
It's like the same situation
sound
when
very
you guys
crazy.
ask us what we want to eat. Like, I don't fucking know what I want to
No,
eat.
you're not supposed to ask women what they want to eat.
You're just supposed to take them.
No, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just take me somewhere.
Okay, fair enough. What about you? What's one that you secretly have? Go ahead and move the mic down a
The
little bit.
same one, honestly.
The
Like,
same one?
I
Yeah,
like
it's
a man
like,
to
bro, listen,
blow
it's
my
the same
up.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same
We're
shit.
just toxic.
Yo,
Yeah.
and
I can't
this
even
goes to
deny
prove
it.
one thing, bro. Women all love attention.
Yes.
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 If
Nobody
I'm
said
not
we
getting
didn't.
it, I'll look for an argument just to get
They
it too.
love
I don't know about an
I
argument.
don't know how that's news. I thought we all knew that.
Yeah.
No, but
No, yeah. I'm 100%.
But the reason why I said that, and all of you guys agree, correct, is because when your man doesn't give it, you go and you look for it somewhere else.
Well, not all about
Instagram,
that.
the
Yo,
club.
No, you
all
got a
you
point.
ladies do it.
You got
All
a
you
point.
ladies
My
do
friends.
it. Listen, all you ladies
But
do
it's
it.
different. Friends, like women friends, the
Yeah.
attention from it's a different kind of attention versus like male attention.
Yeah, but at least it entertains me.
Mm.
Like, I go out and to
Yeah, but-
Target. I love going to
But
Target. I go to
already-
Target.
You already get a lot of attention on OnlyFans. You don't need any more attention.
I don't.
I don't think it's that attention she wants.
Okay, it's not the same thing.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, ladies, for answering that. Real quick, let's power my man DC again, man. Shout out to him. Let's be honest. No man wants to see his girl getting her back blown by another man. This is the highest form of treachery. It's up there with being unsure about paternity.
And I'm glad that Di Frizzo said that, because another reason why men don't, well, by nature, it's hard for a man to tolerate a woman with a promiscuous past is because of paternity.
I have a question.
Okay, wait, hold on. That flew over their head, especially hers, clearly.
So, for
Elaborate
example,
on that.
if I have sex with 5 women, right, and I'm the only man they had sex with, all 5 women can be sure that I'm the father of their child. Versus a woman who had sex with 5 men, they can't tell which one of those 5 men are the child.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? That's as simple as I could
Um,
pretty much put it.
I think here in America, if I'm not mistaken, 30% of men are raising kids that's not theirs.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, I believe it's Japan or China, it's 3%.
Yeah, because one of a man's biggest fears is to go to his son or daughter's 18th birthday and figure out, damn, that's not my child.
Yeah.
You know, it destroys men.
Yeah. And you
It
know what's
destroys
funny?
Of course.
That's usually when they find out.
Yeah, when
because
they're 18.
child support is over.
Mhm.
That's when the mothers usually come clean. That's
Yeah.
some fucked up shit.
That's
Right?
Yeah,
there was a-
but
there was
wouldn't
a
he
dirty-
love the child
You
too?
guys are dirty,
It's not about loving the
disgusting
child
animals,
because
bro.
You
it's
guys
not about
sounds
loving-
plural.
It is plural.
It's not about loving the child, because I mean you'll become attached to a child, especially if you think it's yours. It's about the
Yeah.
betrayal.
Then it would be worth it though. Like,
No,
wow,
but see, you
what?
gotta
But you-
understand.
yeah, but like, let's God forbid we find out that like at 18 years old, like they're not your kid, but you spent so much time with that kid. You
Yeah, but
watched
still,
that
you've
kid
been
grow
lied
up,
to for 18 years.
But you love
But
that
that's
kid
not
as
the
your
kids.
own. You
But
believe
that's
that
not the
it's your
kid's
own.
fault. That's the
no, yeah,
crazy
this has nothing to do
bitch
with the
was
kid. But we're talking about the
Fuck them
relationship
kids.
between. We're talking about the relationship between.
Ideally, of course, you know, like you would assume that the man might still love the child, which I'm sure he would. I mean,
Yeah.
you raised them for 18
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You grew, you developed a bond with it. You became attached with him or her, but you hit 18 and you're like, damn,
Mhm.
like this isn't my child.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's-
that'll
that's
shatter a
messed up.
man. Yeah, that'll shatter a
Wait,
man.
Women say that men will never understand the pain of giving birth. Okay,
Mm.
fair enough. You guys will never understand the pain of raising another man's child and realizing that's not your child.
Yeah.
You will never understand that pain. That is a deep, excruciating pain.
Yeah,
You'll never.
don't-
I think, if men were able to like substitute that pain, I think dudes would take the pain of giving birth over that pain. That's a tough pain.
That's
right
mental.
There, man.
That's mental.
That's
It's just
a
it can be
tough
worse
pain.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Chat,
you
man. If you
forget
chat
about
agree,
that,
let me
you
know,
know.
man. Type
You
of one
forget
in
about
the
the
chat.
pain.
Can I?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I
What's
ask
up?
a
What's up?
question? In that situation that we were talking about just now, the question that was brought up.
Yeah. What's up?
What if a man likes to watch his woman with another man? What does that mean?
He's a cuck.
It's
Yeah,
either that
like a
or I'm gonna be
cuckold.
honest. He doesn't give a fuck about you.
But I'm asking in general, not that it's happened to me, but I'm saying in general.
He's disgusting.
He doesn't give a fuck about
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Got
Real quick, man. Let's give a special fucking power up to Crypto Reset, man. Yo, Crypto. Ever since you came to the family, bro, you've been showing mad love, brother. Shout out to you, brother. He says, road to 10K, man. Yeah, we're getting there.
Hey.
Guys, listen, man. Over 100
Almost.
subscribers a day, man. For the fact that we're still a brand new channel, man. We're absolutely blessed, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Basil, too, man. Let's power him up. He says, lettuce, sitting there like a good girl. I see you. Ladies, who is the most annoying girl on the panel and why? Be honest. Okay, let's go around this one. Lettuce, we'll start off with you. Who's the most annoying girl on the panel?
Fanny, she's a little loud. That's it though. That's it. I swear.
Okay, so
If I had to
Fanny.
say something, it would be that. Just
Okay.
because of that.
I appreciate your honesty. Okay, what about you?
I love you, Fanny.
Okay, what's the reason?
Oh no, just that. She's like always the one yelling at the mic half
Yup.
the time. She like when she
Yeah.
has something to say,
She
she'll go
doesn't-
like this.
Yeah, she doesn't even speak into the mic. That's the crazy part. I agree. She's annoying as hell.
Wow. It's
Okay,
all
what
love,
about you?
Fanny. It's all love.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh, I
pick.
think
Yeah, yeah.
no, Fanny. Today, Fanny, you just notice.
No, do you
You
guys
said
want to
something
know?
I had to turn. I
Wait,
told Steve
okay.
to turn you down because it's just like, fuck.
Okay, go around and then I'm gonna say mine last because Basil was actually setting me up.
Okay,
I wanted to
all right.
stay in character, but fuck.
Yeah, I've never heard Hector say, yo, turn me down.
Yo.
Turn me down. All right, what's up? Go ahead.
Same, because you always scream in the mic like this.
All right,
I'll
shout out
take
to
it,
you.
I'll take
And you over there.
I don't know Fanny to say that like that.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Just
I
say
guess
me.
I'm gonna, I don't know anyone.
Just pick yourself, Chantal. You're the most.
Okay,
annoying.
yeah, I'll pick myself.
Okay, so
I nominate myself.
So Basil actually set me up because everyone in the chat says that it's Chantel.
Oh, really?
Honestly, you know what? I was going to say I'm surprised that people aren't saying it's me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Chantel. She
I
is
brought
a,
a
little
whole
bit annoying.
suitcase just to come here. Okay.
Chantal, let me. You know what? Hold on, real quick, because we have a fucking super chat real quick from my man Dr. Kish again. Holy shit, man, coming in with the fucking heat.
Damn, son, where'd you find
He
this?
says, you see from their responses, they want freedom from the average man and they want boundaries from high value man. Sorry, this shit keeps scrolling up, man. The chat's going wild right now. Let me just click on this shit real quick. The average man is screwed, he says. You need a level of success, finances, and status before telling women anything. Great point right there, man. Dr. Kish, man, it's like he sits in his fucking lab, and he's an actual doctor, by the way. And he sits there, he just types on like heaters, just bangers. You know what I mean? He just
He's
actually
smart.
starts
He's
saying-
smart.
He's a very smart man. He probably
He's
would never
wise.
take you seriously.
Wise. I'm
What
not
was your
interested.
question?
But thanks.
What was your question from earlier?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was about your industry friend. I was like,
Yes.
okay, like God forbid, like let's put like a scenario, like okay, like he stayed and she wants to have that white picket fence house and she wants to have those kids. What about those kids? Like, you know, when they're reaching middle school and you know,
Oh,
like,
the content, the
hey,
content out there.
isn't this your mom? There goes all your mom jokes, first of all. And then, you know, it's like, okay, wow, now all my classmates have seen my mom getting plowed on the internet.
That's a
And
good point.
everything on the internet stays in forever. So it's like, how's your kid gonna deal with that? How's your husband gonna feel about that? How's your parents gonna feel about that? Your friends and family? Like, I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, if you know what you're getting into, like it wouldn't work out in the long term. Like, you know, once you're in the industry, it's
Everyone is different though.
Yeah,
So everybody
I
has
agree.
different
Exactly, of
perspectives.
course.
So and everybody builds his family different. So I can't really speak on that.
To
I
each their own,
actually have a
yeah.
question for you. Do you think if you weren't pretty, you would do OnlyFans?
No.
Why not?
Because she would be ugly.
She wouldn't get views.
Why would I do OnlyFans if I'm ugly?
Damn.
There's a lot of ugly girls that do OnlyFans.
I agree.
Yeah, you are actually right, and they make a lot. They make a lot.
Yeah,
of
but some
fucking
people are
Probably
into
make more
some
money than
sick
you.
shit.
Yeah, but men are
But wouldn't you
delusional.
say it's because they're nastier? I mean, she's not probably putting
That's actually a pretty good point right
that-
there. They probably have to expose more of themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, they probably have to like
show
have a lot of
everything.
partners, or
Mhm.
maybe
Yeah.
like
So-
not
so-
show their
so-
face
some
or
wild ass
something.
shit or
Yeah,
something.
crazy.
So my
like
question,
niches or
so my
something.
question to you is, being
Yes.
being as how you have more attractive features than most women, wouldn't you use that to just like lock down like a high value man and just like set yourself up for success rather than
I think
doing
you asked me this
OnlyFans?
before.
yeah?
You have asked me
I
this
have.
before, correct?
Okay. Why would you take? I think maybe he did.
No,
I don't
you
know.
asked
Would
me
I-
this
okay.
before.
So why not just go that route?
Why are you asking overall, or you're asking specifically right now in my
No,
life?
I'm saying like overall. Like why wouldn't a woman who has a beauty go with like a multimillionaire who could set her up for success and she has like an easy life rather than doing OnlyFans?
I feel like I have never had that mentality to be like a sugar baby or like that type of that. So I kind of been on the survival mode, and I decided to do this for myself.
But don't you think that being taken care of by a man, like I wouldn't necessarily call that a sugar baby.
I just don't have that type of.
You take care of your lady,
I didn't
right?
grow up with that type of
sugar baby.
mentality.
Right, you take
But
care of
see,
your lady, right?
You see, this is what you're.
I wouldn't classify it as a sugar baby.
No, yeah, you.
Well, that was an example. I'm saying like a man to take care of me. I just didn't have that type of. I don't have that type of mentality because I have been on survival mode, being on my own. Does that make sense?
Since when? How old were you when you came to this country?
I was 12.
You came here by yourself or with your family?
My mom, but I had just met my mom, so I didn't really know my mom.
So what do you mean?
My mom, okay. Long story short, my mom left me in Costa Rica. Oh God, here we go. Fucking A. Can't stand your.
That wasn't even.
These always make me laugh, and I'm like, okay. So, I was. My mom left me in Costa Rica when I was 5 months old. She went back to this Costa Rica to pick me up, like randomly pick me up. Brought me to the States, to Boston when I was 12, 11 or 12. I don't remember. I lived in Boston up until I was about, I think, 19. No, 19, but I emancipated myself at 16. So I've been on my own since 16
Why?
because my mom was abusive, an alcoholic and an abusive. Like bad. DCF, went into foster care.
Oh, so you went to foster care?
Correct. Yes.
Wouldn't that be more of a reason to want a guy to take care of you?
Facts.
No.
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 Okay. Fair enough.
It's just I'm being honest with you. It's never crossed my mind. I've always wanted something for myself. If that makes sense.
Did your mom have a lot of boyfriends?
No.
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 She never had a husband, or
She did, yes.
Okay. How was your relationship with him?
So it's really fucked up. They lied to me and they told me that was my father, and I found out one day when they were talking in the laundromat that wasn't true. So ever since then, it was like kind of like downhill.
So from 12 to 16, you thought that was your father?
Well, they divorced probably when I was like 13 or 14. And I have a sister, so it was just weird. It was a weird dynamic.
A half sister.
Correct. Yes. I thought it was my full sister.
Yeah. I think that the reason why you're in a survival mode is because you probably don't trust men.
No.
So you think that you're better off getting it on your own rather than putting your trust or your security
Maybe
and safety in a
psychologically,
man.
subconsciously, that is the reason.
Because you got to understand, like, your subconscious is going to influence you more than your conscious mind. So probably consciously, you're like, no, I
If
just
only
want to
you
get
can
it on my
control
own.
it,
I don't
though.
want to. You can influence your subconscious mind. The same way, for example, I use this example all the time. Like, when's the last time you remembered to blink? But if I tell you
Just
don't,
now.
but if I tell you don't blink, you don't blink until your body naturally like makes you blink because your eyes are getting dry and watery, right? Same thing
Yeah.
with breathing. You don't have to tell yourself to breathe. You just breathe. Your subconscious mind is controlling it, right? But if I say hold your breath, you can hold your breath.
Mhm.
Right.
Same thing with the subconscious mind. Like you can influence it. For example, words like I tried to do that. You're setting up yourself with room for failure. But if you exit that out of your vocabulary, try, maybe, you start to influence the subconscious mind.
Possibly.
So no, it's legit. So I would say that consciously you probably don't think that you're, in survival mode because of some sort of defense mechanism that you put up because of your lack of security being with your mom. But subconsciously, I would argue that that's probably what it is.
I love how this is targeting me.
No, it's because it's interesting. Funny enough, today on my way here,
I don't mind sharing.
on my way here, I was talking to my Uber driver, and he's a Cuban guy, and he was telling me how he, before he came to the States, he had to go through Dominican Republic, then Nicaragua, and then he had to cross the Mexican-American border to get here. To me personally, I find those things interesting. So I know you told me last time you were from Costa Rica, you weren't born here, and then I can clearly hear your accent. So you were 12 when you came to the States, you said, right?
Yeah, around like
Yeah.
11, 12.
12.
I didn't even speak English.
I'm sure.
But that's another reason why I think she should be with a decent man, because get your green card.
I have my green
Oh, you have it? Okay, my bad.
Get your green card.
But
He's just like, you're an immigrant,
Bro, yeah, what's up with you and green cards,
You're
bro?
wild as
I didn't-
fuck.
You just want to pass
Super
them things
loud.
out like candy, huh?
But it's the thing. It's that, bro. It's the survival mode. That's what has you where you are. Is because you're in survival mode,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's the
I
worst
agree.
thing that can
I
happen
agree.
to a
Can
woman.
I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever find a man that'll take you out of survival mode?
I can't answer that.
Yeah.
I can.
You're running out of
crazy.
time, though. You're running out of time.
Thank you so much, Eric.
facts.
I'm so sorry.
Thank
I
you so
love
much,
your
Eric.
points.
Listen,
I love
she
your
has
points. Listen,
3 years,
listen.
but-
Hold on.
Go.
Hold on. I
She
love
has
your
3
point.
years?
Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Because he's coming at me.
Mm.
I love your points. I'm gonna disagree.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna politely disagree with you.
Okay, I'm gonna politely tell
Fanny
you the
has a
truth.
Fanny.
Okay.
And it's funny because we've had the Instagram chats
Yeah.
where like I send you certain videos and I'm like, what about this? And what
Yeah,
about
okay,
that?
Okay,
and what
let's talk about
this?
that. Hold on, let's
Because
talk
it's
about
not
that.
your
Let's-
it's not your age necessarily, Chantel.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
You
Thank
don't-
you.
no, so-
Like,
'cause
no,
you're
but
still
let's talk about
young.
let's talk about that
But
real quick. So she'll
you
send
have the 30
She'll say-
rule, which I'm like, oh,
she'll send so you know how I like
you're running
I like,
out of time.
here on this podcast. We like to talk about the truth. We like to be unfiltered, right? And I always talk about the wall, right? Now the wall smacks hard, right?
Okay.
And women live their whole lives thinking that they're never gonna expire. That's what they think. Like, I'm just gonna
I
be
don't-
beautiful.
I
No,
don't think so.
in general, because it's like he said, you guys just live like just here's what I've learned during this show, right?
Mhm.
Women live for today. They don't give a fuck about tomorrow.
What?
It's all about your feelings right now. You're not you're not thinking
I
about
agree.
two years from now. You're thinking about right now. You're thinking about this week, right? That's all you're thinking about.
Mhm.
And what happens is when you hit 30,
I don't know.
whether you like to believe it or not, ladies, no lady has ever come on this show and ever been proud to say she's 30 plus. It's always a 21
Are you
year old.
inviting 30 plus?
Yes,
women?
we are. We have
Oh,
30
yeah,
year olds
you
here. We have
did.
35. We have 40 year olds in here. And she'll send me something on Instagram like one girl in fucking Las Vegas is 35 and she got married. And she'd be like, haha, you were wrong. And I'm like, that's one lady out of billions of
Yes,
women.
but it's just, I guess it's just the way that you put it, which is like, oh, like you're running out of time. I don't feel like I'm running out of time.
No,
Yeah.
you don't feel like it. I mean, again, it's not necessarily your age; it's your circumstances.
No, yeah, I
You
agree.
got two
I agree
children-
with that.
yeah, you
I
got
agree
two
with
children
that.
from two different men, right? And then
Correct.
you have
Yes.
an OnlyFans. Now, let's say you're 27, which you are, right? You didn't have
Correct.
OnlyFans. You did dress differently, and your children were by the same man from a prior relationship, a prior long-term relationship. A man would be willing to overlook that. It'd be like, I mean, she's 27, she's young. Those are two kids. They're not necessarily mine. However, I have children also,
I
and we can
just-
create a family together. But it is the
I
circumstance.
care to disagree. I'm sorry.
Care to disagree? What?
I just disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree in that
With-
specific
with-
term
with
because I
what?
just don't. I see it in a different perspective.
You
Can you
disagree
explain
with
your
what?
perspective?
Hold-
Because I have
excuse
a
me.
friend
Hold
that-
on.
sorry.
You disagree with what specifically about what I said?
My circumstances are so endangering. Like I just disagree. I'm sorry. I just knowing me, I just disagree.
Okay, but
I'm not your like typical like OF
Red
girl.
flag.
So no, I just disagree.
Okay, fair. What is it about you that makes you different from all
A
the
lot.
thousands of? Oh no, but give me some specific things that makes you different from the other thousands of OnlyFans models.
Well, first of all, I'm not retarded. I'm very smart.
I don't think you're retarded.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything like that. I'm just saying you meet OnlyFans models, they can't even hold a conversation like this.
Sure.
I've met plenty of them, and they're not even genuine people. They're not good people.
Mhm.
I mean, shit. I feel like this entire thing is like on me right now.
No, because I
Oh my
mean,
God, it's
you're
on-
Listen,
Yes, guys, it's on
maybe
me.
there will be a guy
Oh my
for
God.
her that will take her out of the way, the not
Oh my God.
circumstances, but the
Yeah, but
survival
then-
What I
mode that
said.
she's
Yes.
in.
Yes,
There
but then
will
she
be a
would
man
have to
that
learn.
You were
Yeah,
gonna
but
say
then-
something.
But then,
Just get it off of
yeah,
me.
there is gonna be.
Please, because I'm
Wait. There is gonna be a guy that she's gonna find, but then she's gonna have to learn to settle
How
for
about
that
this?
guy.
How about I act like her for a second?
Settle.
Let's do it. Let's
Oh my
do
God,
it.
get it off me, real quick.
Settle?
Oh my God.
Settle. So you don't think
Okay.
I would find a guy that I genuinely like?
Yeah, but then you have an OnlyFans, so it's always gonna be in the back of his head. So you're gonna have to settle for someone that's gonna treat you that way, not the princess treatment and
just
any
don't
of
think
that.
those are necessary. That's
This is the thing,
I'm sorry.
Chantel.
I'm not gonna agree with something that
You
I
don't
feel
have
like
to
I
agree. You don't have to believe or accept it. This is the thing, though. Men are so simple that those things matter. Again, I think you are intelligent. You know, I think you do know what you're talking about. You can hold a conversation. You can accept what we're saying. You don't necessarily agree with all of it, but you're like, okay, cool. I can understand their perspective. I don't agree with it. However, I can understand why they think that. So that,
No, yeah,
that
100%.
yeah, that says a lot about you as a person. However, most men, and I would even guarantee that the man that you truly want, the kind of man that you truly want, might not be so quick to put that aside to be with you. Again, you're still
I
young.
agree.
You're still
I agree
young.
with that. I agree with that part.
Mhm. You're young,
But
you're
you-
attractive, you're Latina, whatever.
Notice that you
but-
said quick, though. Notice that you said quick.
yeah. Sure. What's
Okay.
your point? Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck happened?
I was like mad silence. Okay, wait.
but what's your point?
Because you said repeat what you just said.
Yeah, they're not going to be so quick to overlook
Notice
that.
that you said quick, though.
Quick, sure. I gave that room for possibility,
Correct.
right? But the probability is low. There's a possibility. I'm not saying that it's 100% guarantee that you're never going to find the man you
I
want.
mean,
That's
there's
not
a
what I'm saying.
possibility I walk out of here and I get run over by a car. So
Sure. Yeah. But
Why?
what's the,
Why speak that into existence?
It's
Yeah.
reality,
No,
it's
she's
reality,
right.
girl.
She's
It's
right, though.
reality.
I mean, I
you
guess,
can
but
you can die tomorrow.
I could pass out right now and die right now. Like,
but
but I don't want to speak that into existence.
No, I'm not speaking into insistence. It's just I'm just being realistic. That's all.
but it's because
You had a question though. You said you wanted to say something.
Yeah.
That's okay. We have a super chat.
Okay, perfect.
We have a
Thank
super
you.
chat. Yeah.
Can we take it off,
Yes,
Chantal?
Yes. Oh my
Thanks.
God. Oh, guys. Take it off me.
Can
Okay.
someone get me a fan?
All right, we're gonna get to shout out to my boy Crypto Reset again, man. Shout out to you, brother. He says Letty with the glasses is a great example of wife material.
Shoot your shot.
she's single. She's single. Remember that.
He continues.
Aw.
Can I finish?
Sorry.
He continues. Quiet, smiles, soft spoken, hot enough where she's fine, but not enough where she's a natural 304. 21-year-old, looks nerdy, 8.5 out of 10 overall. What's your Instagram, real quick, for Crypto Reset? Go ahead and plug yourself in real quick.
LETTYY_02.
That was too long.
Eat.
What?
Yeah,
Did you
that was
say
a
any
whole-
T? Fanny,
Yo,
drop
hold
it in
on.
the chat. Fanny,
Why-
drop it in the chat for us.
That shit sounded like a math problem.
That sounded like an equation.
That's crazy. Okay.
It's in the
What's
description.
304?
Shout out to my man
Ho.
Crypto, man.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So real quick, you said something earlier that I circled here on my writing. You said that you think men cheat more than women, and I think everybody here agreed with that. Correct?
Yeah.
No, I didn't
I don't
necessarily agree
I
with
didn't
it.
agree with that either.
What did? Am I wrong? Didn't they all agree with that earlier?
No, I didn't.
Well,
I
I
didn't
had
say
a
that.
question about that though before y'all went to the super chats. So y'all say y'all cheat not to replace us,
Correct.
but if you're willing,
Oh, yeah.
so if you chose that woman, you want to build a life with her, you want to have kids, you want her to have your children and everything. Why would you cheat?
See, you're thinking about it from a woman's perspective because women don't fall in love. It's all emotional, right? So you're attached to them. You love them. When you love and admire and respect the man, you don't see any other man.
Correct.
Other men, right? They're invisible to you.
Mhm.
Men are invisible. The majority of men are invisible to
Yep.
you anyway, let alone when you fall in love with the man that you want to be with. Versus a man, we're visual, right? So we're not necessarily replacing you emotionally, right? You're a heart, we love you. However, like when it comes to our biology, like men, they're looking at the world visually. So we might see a woman that we find attractive that might, turn us on, and it's pure sexual. It's a pure physical attraction. Versus with the woman that we love, we're emotionally attracted to them, mentally attracted to them. We already shared and exchanged
but
energy.
why would you do it?
It's not about why you would do it. It's in our nature to want to do it. Now, some men don't do it. Like Eric said earlier, we're not necessarily advocating for infidelity. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that men have that urge to, but it's about whether or not you control it or not.
So you stand on the point that men are not monogamous.
I think that if you give a man certain things, it's going to become harder and harder for him to stay focused on one woman.
Okay.
Now again, there's men that do it. And that's a very strong-willed man. However, I think that why it's a bit more forgiving for a man to exercise his options is because men rarely have options.
Mhm.
It's a specific kind of man that has an abundance of women to choose from.
That's true.
Versus a woman, you guys have endless options.
Yep.
You could be an ugly woman and still get someone who wants to have sex with you, let alone a beautiful woman.
Damn.
You know, so a man, you could be a good looking man, but you still have to work for a woman's attention. There's still certain prerequisites that most women, if not the majority of women, require from you before they even confirm in their mind whether or not they're attracted to you. Like that's why men, our looks it's not our value. Like a average looking man, if he's funny, if he smells good, he can dress good, he's got money, he's charismatic. A woman is willing to overlook how he looks. Versus a woman, we look at you first. So we see it's like, wow, she's beautiful. Then if she's funny, if she's charismatic, if she's intelligent, if I can relate to her on a certain level, then that's a plus. But it starts off with looks. And granted, women, you guys are visual to a degree too. Like there's men that you find more attractive than other men, but you're more willing to overlook it, versus a man is.
Yeah. And I agree with him 100%. As a matter of fact, let me see. If me and if me and her went out tonight and we had a contest on who can get more people to sleep with us tonight, who do you think would win, me or her?
Chantel.
Chantel.
Okay, who do you think will
She's
win?
really pretty.
Who do you think will win?
Chantel.
Who do you think will win?
Sorry.
That's a tough one, but I say to you.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah. Who do you think will win?
Oh!
Chantel, who do you think would win?
You or him?
Me or you? Who do you think would win?
You.
Me?
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
the
you.
same.
Nah, bruh.
Okay,
Like, if
you
you
two.
both
First
went
of
out-
all,
How logical is that, son?
That's it's illogical,
How logical does that
You
really
forget
sound?
we're women in Miami. Even the most
No, but the
ugliest
thing is-
woman ever could go out
Can
and
I-
she'll get. I'm so sorry. Go.
can I say something? Because since it was involving me, just quick thought.
Mhm.
Does it in this
Look,
scenario?
Hold on, look.
Funny copy for promotion.
Yo, you guys are funny. Go ahead.
Just a thought. Am I like? Are we like doing this like in a way that like people are attracted to us, or are we having to talk to them?
We're talking
this scenario.
Even either or.
It doesn't matter.
Like
Both.
just physically,
Well, how do you?
Physical,
Okay, how about this?
physical.
Let's get to it. How
or
do
am
you,
I having a conversation
No,
with each
listen.
person?
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
really doesn't matter.
You'll get attention just for existing.
Oh, okay. So you're
So
talking about
even-
just
yeah.
being.
I'm trying to
me
figure out
being
how
here.
you think
Yeah.
I would beat you.
Okay, then never mind. No, yeah, I would get more.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if you guys were at an equal level on attraction, right?
I was just.
You would still get more attention for the simple fact that
But,
you're a
but we're
woman.
talking about attention. I was thinking like more like conversation, like literally having like
Yeah.
people.
That's
But
attention.
No.
though. That's attention. Just
Yeah, but
any kind
I'm
of attention.
literally, I'm
But I'm-
horrible at
but
that.
People don't care. Men don't care. Like men will just because you're pretty, they're gonna buy you a drink. They're
Yep.
gonna say, "How you doing, miss?" And be like, "Damn, you're pretty. Damn, you're beautiful." Open the door. Versus a
guess,
man.
yeah.
No, you
Sometimes-
say you guess. But that's why the saying, "Privilege is invisible to those who
those that have-
possesses," to those who possess it exists because you know,
Yeah.
a young woman who's been beautiful her whole life, she's not going to understand that a man, even just as good looking as she is, won't get half the attention she does.
Agreed.
You know?
Cause,
Yeah, it's
well,
a
because
fact.
some guys
She
aren't even
doesn't
gonna
understand
come up
it.
and talk to you. They're gonna see you.
I'm sorry.
It's
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Because some guys aren't even gonna come up and talk to you. They're gonna see you sitting across the bar, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, bartender, send her a drink
Yeah.
on my tab." They're not even gonna talk to you. They sent you a
Mhm.
drink just because you look pretty.
Think
Yeah.
about that for a second.
Nobody's no offense,
Go ahead,
Eric.
go ahead.
Nobody's sending him a drink from across the bar.
Bro,
Sorry.
It's got to be, and if someone does send
Okay,
him a
yeah,
drink,
I
it's
understand.
because of
Listen, they
respect.
rated him a
Respect,
2 out
yes.
of 10.
Yeah, it's
I
like, yo,
understand.
you know, get one for my man's over here.
I just never
yeah,
really
yeah.
looked at it that way, honestly.
Because-
You don't look at it that way because you possess it.
Correct.
You have it already. You've had it your
Okay.
whole life. You see,
Shame
you know,
on you.
especially the women who never like had an ugly, because sometimes you're ugly when you're a child, and then you blossom. You know, like you know,
That's
it's a
true,
fact.
though.
You-
It's true. There's some
you
ugly
know,
kids that turn
so-
into beautiful
or,
adults.
or you were overweight as a child, and then you got older,
Yeah.
and you started to blossom into, they call it the glow up or whatever, versus a little girl who's been pretty since she was a child, and now she's turned into a beautiful young woman, and then a beautiful woman. Like they've never been aware of the attention.
Mhm.
They've just always had
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
yeah.
You know,
I've seen ugly girls that blossomed and they still remain humbled. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, I didn't even
Mhm.
know like that.
Yeah.
I looked this good because I
And-
was
yeah.
yeah. Because
And
I
then
was
there's
always a
ugly
tomboy.
women that lose 10 pounds and then they think
Oh,
that it's shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, and in today's society, you have ugly women that are ugly their whole entire lives, and they
Mhm.
still think they're bad.
Yeah, 50 Cent
Really,
said
nigga?
this. 50 Cent said this. Men, you know, if your main commodity is
Oh,
your
yeah.
appearance,
You're a hoe.
you're gonna do some hoe shit. You know, like a lot of these guys, like these TikTok guys that they're like super handsome, like they're these cute guys, and that's all they have.
That's
You
all
know
you
what I mean?
have.
And for a man, you can't have just that. Like
That's all
you
you have.
have to
Yeah.
50 Cent said it, not me.
Yeah,
50
yeah.
Cent said if that's all you have, you're gonna do some hoe
hoe
shit.
shit. Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
That's what they said, man.
Yeah.
Captain Caveman, man, go ahead and power him up. He says, ladies, can you name a major city in the US? And you can't use New York or Miami. We're gonna start off.
Scottsdale.
We're gonna okay. Well, you know what? Since you want to jump out there, go ahead. Major
I'm
city.
sorry, that's my favorite city, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
What about you?
Houston, Texas.
Oh fuck.
Damn
Okay.
it.
What about you? They both said the same thing. Go
Really?
ahead.
Austin, Texas.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Wait, he said major though, right?
Yeah, that's
Austin
a
is major.
Oh,
It's the
I'm
capital.
trying to think now if all the ones they said were major.
Oh.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, what do you consider a major city?
Los
because
Angeles,
Indianapolis
California.
has the Indy
Yeah.
500, the Colts, the
Yeah,
Pacers.
but I don't know if he's speaking as far as like
who
maybe-
has what?
Indianapolis,
Indianapolis.
they have the
They do.
Pacers,
Yeah, they
they
do.
have the Colts, they have the Indy 500.
Yeah,
they
that's a
have-
major city. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to make sure they were all naming Scottsdale. I don't know if I'd consider that a
What?
major
You
city.
really don't think I mean, I guess.
I don't know if
Highly
I don't
popular.
know.
I'm sorry. I just thought of my favorite city.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
Albuquerque.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What about you?
I said Austin, Texas.
Austin, okay.
Houston.
And
She
she
said
said Houston.
Oh, we said it at the same time.
No, but say another
that's
one.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, Scottsdale is
I
one.
named
Is it?
10.
Ha!
It's one of the 10 largest
Okay.
cities.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I don't
Okay.
know.
You can do
You guys live in
California.
Miami. Come on.
They didn't say anything about
Orlando?
California.
Isn't
Okay,
Orlando
okay.
one
Take
too?
Orlando.
Fair enough.
That's-
Okay. Cool. How about
I
this?
guess, yeah.
Name a country. Name a country, but you can't name Florida. Okay. Go ahead. So name a country in the U.S. Name a country in the U.S. But you
I
can't
don't
name
think
Florida.
There is
There's
no
no
countries in the
country in
United
US.
States.
Nobody. You got one?
There is no countries in the United States.
Eric's
There's
imaginary
cities.
world.
The hell?
Eric's imaginary
All
world
right,
is
Eric
his own
fair
needs a
enough.
country.
green card.
Fair
Eric
enough.
needs a green card.
All right,
yes.
fair
I
enough.
agree.
I want to see if you guys could catch that one right there. Okay, cool.
Bro.
Is there good
We ain't
trauma?
that dumb.
Real quick, is there good trauma for women? Like, is there such a good thing as good trauma?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There is. Okay.
Yes.
I want to go around the table on this one because I personally, we've said this before, trauma breaks women down and it builds men up.
Mhm.
So I want to know if there's a such thing as good trauma for women. We'll start off with you since you said it. Go ahead.
I think that some women go through a lot of hardships in their life, and I feel like hardships are what shape you as a person for the future. So if you went through a lot of hardships, maybe that affects you being more humble, being more patient, being kinder.
Mhm.
I feel like those hardships are lessons in the future that you need to grow in the future. So yeah, I think some trauma is good, and it works out. It might not feel good at the time, but in the future it's gonna help you overcome other obstacles that you might come up to in your later life.
Or if you face that situation again, you'll know how to handle it better. If
Okay.
you learn from the
You
trauma.
learn, you
next
should
time.
not. Well, if
So
you
you
learn from
shouldn't,
it,
yeah.
if you learn from it, you shouldn't attract it again.
Okay, let's go around. What about you? Go ahead.
Damn, none of my trauma was any good trauma. I don't consider it all bad, but it did, like I said, it did humble me and make me the person that I am today.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wouldn't consider
So
it good,
would yes or no to that one though? Is there good trauma? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. What about you, Fanny?
Yeah, I don't think there's good trauma.
Okay, fair enough. What about you over here?
I think there's good trauma.
You think there's good trauma? Okay,
Yes.
give me one.
You want me to say personally? Because I have a really good
Okay,
personal
yeah, give me
one.
a good trauma that you went through.
So my ex slept with my ex best friend, and that was really bad trauma. Like, we're talking about a guy I was with for a while, and this girl was my best friend. She was like a sister. She went on family vacations with me. Like, me and my dad's thing, every time we would go on cruises, he would always buy me one piece of jewelry, whether it be a necklace, a bracelet, earrings, a ring, whatever it was. Like that was our father-daughter thing that we did. And on one of the vacations we went on, not only did he buy me jewelry, but he bought her jewelry. So when I caught them together, it was like a betrayal. Like, that was some serious trauma. But I realized that they were both kind of in the wrong. But my ex made me realize that my best friend wasn't my best friend, because my best friend would not sleep with my boyfriend.
Wow. I was waiting to see at what point in time that was going to be a good thing, and I never heard it.
Damn.
I never heard what
I mean,
part-
she got rid of
I got rid of
No,
a
no, no,
toxic
no,
friend,
yo.
and I learned how to vet my new friends better. That's why I have such a bomb ass best friend like Jesse.
Okay.
Jesse would never do some stupid shit like that.
First of all,
Never say never.
First of all, anybody can
You
do
don't know
that to
Jesse.
you. Anybody has the
Never say
capability
never,
of doing
yeah.
it. That's number
Okay,
one.
but anybody has a okay, I won't say anybody, but there are people out there who have the capability of doing that. But if it is someone who sits here to my face, tells me, Liz, I love you. Liz, you're my best friend. Liz, you're like a sister to me. Liz, I care about you. That person that cares about me isn't going to intentionally go and hurt me.
Mhm.
Sleeping with my boyfriend would be intentionally going
I'm
to hurt
still
me.
trying to figure out how that was a good trauma for you. So you're telling me that you went through all of that just to be able to pick better friends now, and that was a good trauma for you?
To vet better people for my life, period.
Amazing.
Yeah, somebody could have taught you that. yeah.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
That's like me saying
They did. Two people taught me that. You're
but
absolutely
you didn't
right.
need to go through. See, this is the difference between men and women. Like Eric said, men are molded under trauma. Women get broken down under trauma. Like, nobody wants a woman full of scars and bruises and broken ribs. Like, that shit is sexy on men. When a man has scars, like battle scars, boom, scratch across the chest or whatever, like that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what makes the man mysterious. He went through war and he came out a winner. But with women, like, we don't want that. We don't want a woman in survival mode. We don't want a woman who's like has to be under pressure, because you guys are soft. Well, women are supposed to be soft and tender and feminine, versus a man, we're supposed to go through pressure. That's what
Not
builds
under
a man.
defense.
Struggle builds men. Struggle builds men, and it breaks women.
I still don't understand where you got the positiveness from. I don't
Yeah.
understand, bro. I really don't. But you know what? Shout out to you and thanks for sharing. What about you?
I was just gonna, obviously, my past relationship. I consider it good trauma. Thank you for that. Because it made me more self-aware.
See, ladies. You know what? I gotta.
If I hadn't lived that, I would not be probably this
I
calm and
I
this
would
mature.
argue that you living through that is gonna affect the next guy you date,
Yeah.
and so it wasn't a good trauma.
But the thing is that I'm aware and I'm thinking about that, so I'm not just like consciously like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you're
trying to repeat.
subconsciously doing it.
Correct.
Trauma
But
affects the subconscious. That's what
I
a lot of ladies
guess.
don't understand. It affects the
So
subconscious.
it was bad trauma. Is what you're
It's
saying.
gonna be bad trauma. For example, PTSD. You can't control your spasm. Like, You see flashing lights.
true.
That's why, for example, before war movies, it says if you're a veteran or if you suffer from PTSD, be careful because there's a lot of flashing lights.
Sometimes just for seizures.
Just for seizures. Yeah. Like people who suffer from epileptic episodes, they're not supposed to watch like these movies with like flashing lights and like big explosions and things because it could trigger a spasm.
You know what? Actually, yeah, I agree with you. I guess I was looking at it from a positive way of looking at it, but actually it does make sense because I did tell you recently that my ex reached out to me, and it happened to be that day I got a panic attack.
You see?
There you go.
So it was like
yeah.
it was okay, that does make sense when it comes to PTSD.
Now the opposite will happen with men, right? Like we've told our stories about our upbringings, and we actually have similar upbringings. And I say all the time that the reason why I came down here to Miami and why I'm doing what I'm doing is because of the trauma that I went through, because I want to go back and help kids that are going through what I went through. Like when I was homeless and nobody was giving me food and I had to go to 7-Eleven and steal Snicker bars, right? Like I want to go back and do something for those kids. But that trauma, I use that to my advantage. And I wouldn't say that women can say the same thing. All of you guys named trauma and even yours wasn't even positive. Like, oh, my best friend fucked my boyfriend, but like, where's the positive in that? I don't really see it, ladies. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, trauma isn't good for women, which is why men, we fight so hard to protect our daughters.
Yeah.
I never want my daughter to be
but that's
traumatized.
inevitable. There's going to be trauma in a woman's life at some point of her life.
I disagree.
If
That's
the
inevitable.
parents, okay,
I
if you
disagree.
In
had
everybody's life, like
Oh, wait, hold on. Go ahead and elaborate on that because I actually feel the same way you do.
Yeah, I disagree. No, you can't just say that there's going to be trauma in everybody's life because if you
so you think nobody, everyone is.
are there going to be?
There's people that has no trauma at all.
Yeah, I mean, does everybody go through their own, trials and tribulations through life? Yes, there's obstacles that you have to overcome, but trauma is different. Let's look up the definition for trauma for me, please, Steve. While he does that, though, I think that this is how men suffer from things similar to trauma. Because I don't even like using the word trauma, really, because a deeply distressing or disturbing experience.
But
'cause
everybody
for men,
has. Oh, sorry.
And that can be different for everybody. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
it can.
has different measurements of that. though.
Sure. There was this video, right, about a guy who, he was, I don't want to get it wrong. It was explained to me earlier this morning. He didn't know his father. And I think he was with his son for like 12 years and then he left or something like that. And his son was not necessarily confronting him, but sharing what he felt. And he was pretty much almost repeating the same cycle, right, that he felt with his father.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was projecting his pain onto his son. And his son asked him not to. His son pretty much said, can you not take out your pain on me? Because he wasn't mistreating him or anything like that, but it was his lack of presence in his son's life. So I think that for men, it could affect us in that way. So much, to where it's like, let's say, I don't know, something dramatic, like, I don't know, you heard gunshots or you got shot at, or maybe you got beat up or you got stabbed. There's things like that. Like men were built to resist that versus mental trauma, like mental damage that comes from maybe the absence of a father or, the lack of affection from a mother. Those are things that, affect us subconsciously, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it'll affect women too. However, with, I think that to men, it's more so mental, effects in life rather than physical things.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go ahead and power up my man Basil real quick, man. He just came through with another super chat. He says, this is common sense. Any lady on a panel would get more attention and laid more than Eric that night. Eric would be arrested if he was going up to ask girls for sex. Chantel, you really like being the center of attention, huh? Question mark.
I think Basil's trying to DM you secretly. It's just the super set.
It's just like he just keeps coming at me ever since that I mistake them for whatever peach, whatever weirdo.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Whatever.
Basil's your number one hater at this point. Every
It's
podcast.
okay. If I don't
podcast.
have any haters, I'm not doing it. Something right. So
Okay.
whatever.
Shout out to him, man. And then we have another one from Troy. Let's power him up, man. Shout out to Troy, brother. He says, trauma breaks down a woman while trauma builds a strong man. We opposing opposites. Yeah.
because of the emotions. Is that mainly why
you guys aren't supposed to be traumatized. You guys aren't supposed to be put under pressure or struggle. Like, you guys are supposed to be treated delicately. Like, you guys are women. Like, it's like, oh, I mean,
Fragile.
It's fragile. Like, my mother told me this a long time ago. He said, you got to treat a woman like a rose. You can't squeeze the petal too hard, but you got to apply enough pressure to take her out the ground. So it's one of those things. Like, you got to be a strong man to protect the woman, but you have to be, well sure of yourself to be tender with her.
Yeah.
Because I don't agree with, we were talking about it yesterday about, for example, the way that I deal with my son, the way that I am with him, I'm showing him to be masculine, but if he's crying, depending on what it's for, one day I might tell him, depending on the situation, wipe your tears, boy, I better not see you crying. But then if it's a different situation, I'll help him through his emotions.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to identify what it is that they're feeling some type of way about. Because yes, men, we do have emotions. We feel sad. We feel happy. We feel, excited. Some of us feel scared. Some of us are fearful. It's understanding as a man, understanding your emotions, why you feel that way, and the way that we deal with them. Versus women, like you guys are allowed to be emotional. You guys are allowed to, act on emotions. It's okay. Versus men, we don't have that privilege, right? So what we were talking about yesterday, you guys are supposed to be treated fragile, delicately. And that's why I don't think trauma is good for y'all.
Yeah, I'll say another too. I remember one show I was on here and I was telling girls how I wanted to protect my daughter to the day that she got married to somebody, where I walked her down the aisle and they were like, oh, you're so stupid. Actually, it was Christy. Christy was sitting right here and she said, God's laughing at your plan.
Who? God?
Oh,
Christy,
I
yeah.
remember
She
that.
said, God's laughing at your plan. You know what he's saying? He's saying, ha ha, because I said I wanted to protect my daughter to such an extent to where even when it came to like when she was of age to date, I would vet her man with her.
Christy has the devil in her, bro. Yeah, for real. I truly believe that. Yeah, she has the devil in her.
Yeah. So I sat here and said, I wanted to be involved in my daughter's life. I wanted to be an active father, and I wanted to make sure that she was taken care of. And I wanted to vet her potential boyfriend's family. I wanted to do all the background check, do all that. And essentially what I was trying to say is until I walk my daughter down the aisle and give her up to another man, because that's basically what marriage is. Marriage is essentially saying, I've taken care of this woman for all her life. It's your turn now to take care of her, right? Which is why in culture, like in some cultures, I don't know all of them, but I think the woman's family pays for the wedding. It's so at least in the Hispanic culture, that's typically how it goes. And it's like your last act for your daughter. It's the last act that you're showing your daughter, like, here you go, I'm paying for this, but now it's a fresh start, clean slate for you guys, right? And and she was sitting here like, oh, haha, that'll never happen, it's impossible, we live in today's society where your daughter's gonna be a hoe anyways. It's crazy. She said that. I'm
Wait,
paraphrasing.
who said that?
Christy. Well, no, she didn't say hoe, but she was essentially saying that with today's society, the way that it's built, that my daughter's going to be influenced to do negative things, which I get it. That there is a possibility of that.
Yeah, no, she will be, but it's because
depends on you.
Yeah, it's because of the protection of the father, whether or not she'll fall into that. Because we're going to be influenced anyway.
Of course.
But are we going to act on that influence?
Yeah. But then even as a father, it's my job to select her friends. Right, the people who are going to be influenced her, right? Like, and so it was kind of like we were having a little back and forth, and I'm like, listen, it is possible for you to grow up without trauma. It really is. It's possible for you as a woman to be born to go through a life. I mean, obviously you're gonna have some small trauma, right? But like nothing major. And it was almost like she was like, no, like there's no possibility of it. And I'm like, there is a possibility.
That's the danger. That's the danger in bitter women, that they're almost evoking that kind of behavior. They're almost like they're applauding it because they went through certain shit.
So they want other
younger girls to do it. Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, because that sounds really kind of gross.
That's why it's very important for the parents to be involved in it.
And I think she was trying to be funny, and I don't think it's funny.
Yeah, I think to be fair, because there is a clip about it, I think, on our Instagram page, where you can go see it yourself. But I don't think she was trying to be malicious on purpose. I think because me and her, we have like we joke around a lot. Like Christy's actually a really smart girl. She's smart. She's really smart, but we joked about it after the
Actor's
show.
face.
We joked about it after the show one day. I think we were like, yo, she could go run like a cult.
I'm
Like
not quite sure.
she could be the leader of like a cult, bro.
Yeah.
Like her mentality is so warped. She doesn't see any way where you could go through life as a woman and not have any negative experiences.
That's what trauma does to women. That's what,
And it's crazy because
just
I think and unfortunately not enough women have active fathers to want that for their daughters.
yeah.
Right.
And then they
It-
grow.
Right.
it is, and to be fair, the outside world, the outside influence is more likely to impact your child than you are. That's a fact, right? However, I think that it's our responsibility, not just as men, but also as women, to be the ultimate versions of ourselves, to where it's difficult for our child to look up to anybody except us. For example, my son, I take my shirt off, he thinks I'm a superhero. You know what I mean? Like before I came here, he wrote me a letter and he drew me 6-pack abs, blah, blah. He drew like Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man. And he told me that I'm a real superhero in real life.
Damn.
It's going to be harder for my son to look at another man and be like, I want to be like him, when his father commands, a certain kind of respect, a certain kind of presence. Other men look up to his father. It's like, why would I want to be like the man that looks up to my dad? I'd rather be like my dad. And that's real. Like little boys see that same thing with a woman, like with a little girl. It's like, why would I accept anything less than what my father showed me a man is supposed to be when I was growing up? And then the son will look at the mom like, you know what? My mother catered to my father. He catered to us. She was feminine. She wore dresses. She carried herself a certain way. I never heard my mother ever raise her voice. Why would my son expect any less from a woman? And then my daughter, why would she expect to be anything less than what her mother is? So I think that it's important for us as men and us as women and men to be the ultimate versions of themselves separately and then together.
Yeah.
My father and my mother, I never heard them yelling at each other. I never heard them fighting. They might have bickered here and there, but I never heard my father call my mother out of her name. I never heard my mother call my father out of his name. Little things like that are so important, and they impact how much influence the outside world has on them, because are there situations where, the son or the daughter looks to their father or their mother as superheroes? Yes. Like it's your job as a father, as your job as a mother, to be that for your child, and what she says, it's real, but it's not like that's coming from bitterness. That's coming from lack of love. That's coming from lack of affection from a mother, or even lack of example.
Yeah.
From the inadequacies that her parents probably had, or her mother, whoever she was raised with. Because if you really think about it, man, and I went through this personally, because when I was a child, like a really small child, I thought my father was the strongest man in the world till I found out he wasn't. And that's no disrespect to my father. He made me who I am now. His absence did it, and things like that. I'm actually mending my relationship with my father, because I had a lot of anger towards him. I had a lot of anger towards my father, a lot of resentment. However, now as a 30-year-old man, I start to realize that, you have to take what your father or mother was, or their lack of, and use that as fuel, and understand I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Even if it was a negative impact, at the end of the day, I'm where I am. But if you're satisfied with who you are, or you're still on the path to becoming the ultimate version of yourself, just the fact that you're on that path, you owe it to your parents. Like, damn, you're like, what if my parents, let's say my father was always there, but he enabled me.
Yeah.
It was the fact that he wasn't there. I had to go through certain things that put me in a position where now it's like, I know who I am. I know who I want to be, who I want to become, how I want to exist. And I can use the trials and tribulations that I went through as a child and as a teenager and as a young male to show the younger guys like, hey, look, I did this. You don't have to,
And I would say that you just brought up a great point, man. You were cooking right there. I almost brought out the pot. That it's not until you do that healing that you were just talking about that you can reach your ultimate stage.
Yeah.
Like you can't get there, because I just had that situation recently. I never met my father at all. Dude walked out my life before, I was born. But even with my mother, she gave me up when I was a kid. And I realized a few months back, a situation happened where she needed my help financially, and she reached out to me, and then all the resentment came out. I was like, bro, you've never done anything for me at all. But I still helped. And then I realized, why did I still want to help? It was because I understood that this was a situation that I never healed from. And I wanted to I knew that there's no way I'm going to reach the top where I want to go unless I forgive her, unless I actually sit down with her and say, yo, I don't appreciate it. I don't respect the fact that you gave me away. I grew up in a system, group home after group home after group home, seeing kids come in and being taken before me. If you go into a group home or a foster care and you're above the age of like 7, 8, they don't want you.
Yeah.
They want little kids, right?
Little teenagers.
Yeah. Teenagers are done,
difficult.
bro. Teenagers are done. And so I remember all that. And I remember always thinking like, why didn't I have parents? You know what I mean? Like I never asked to come into this world. Why didn't I have parents? So it was just something that, and you just kind of emphasize that to myself. I was like, you know what, that's why I wanted to help her out. That's why I wanted to help her and kind of heal from that, because I don't feel like I can get to where I want to go unless I do that.
And you're a good person, because anybody else would have, said, fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, true. I guess it's a little
You
bit
have
of
to
both,
have you have to have some sort of good and goodness in you. And
but the way
kind-heartedness.
Hector puts it, though, it's really he has a way with his words, because he's saying it doesn't matter what it was, whether it came out negative or positive. You still have to thank your parents for it. Like that's really deep if you think about it.
I've been thinking of that recently, actually, which is really funny that you guys are bringing it up.
Think about what he's think about it, because it's easy to thank someone when things turn out well. But what he's saying is, even if it came out negatively, you still should thank them, because it's because of them that you are.
You got to take the good and the bad. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
DMX said this. He said you got to take the joy and the pain. What did he say? He said you got to take the joy and the pain and accept the sun and the rain. Something like that. Which basically, like, you got to take the good and the bad of a situation or of your life and accept it equally, because you can't have one without the other. You'll never appreciate the sun if it never rains. It's because it rains we appreciate the sun.
Right. So wouldn't you, sorry to cut you off, but wouldn't you say that is bad trauma with a positive outcome?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What
I
he's
see what you're
basically
saying.
explaining,
she's
wouldn't
saying.
you say that it's a trauma? Okay, like let's use you for example. You went through the foster home,
Are you
whatever,
talking about
whatever,
the whole
whatever.
like your ex fucked your friend thing?
No. Like I'm talking to Drew, because you guys said that there's no positive trauma, but wouldn't you argue what he's explaining is
okay? But the thing is, I look at trauma differently for men and women. Like I said that men are built by trauma and women are destroyed by it. So when I'm thinking about our trauma, I'm like, yo, we talk about it all the time. Like even when me and him, before he came down here from North Carolina, I'm from Maryland, he's from North Carolina. We talked about, yo, are we gonna do this podcast together? What's our objective? What's our end goal, right? Like what are we trying to do here? Who are we trying to reach, right? And we both said, yo, we come from similar backgrounds, both homeless, both Latinos, both didn't have parents, both went to jail. And there's a lot of people out there that are probably dealing with one of those, if not multiple of those. So, and that's our trauma working for a positive. I don't see it the same for a woman.
Well, I mean, I have a perfect example for a man that had trauma and that made himself worse.
Okay, and that happens too. Real quick, man. Guys, make sure you guys like the video, man. Like the video, guys. Help us out with the algorithm, man. I don't know any other fucking podcast that breaks it down like this, man. I mean, shit. And that's another thing about me, bro. Like, I keep my shit unfiltered, bro. I'll tell you guys I went to prison. I'll tell you guys the fucking truth. My favorite movie is the 8 Mile movie. When Eminem was like, Eminem was like, I am trash. You did fuck my girl. I'm still screaming, fuck the free world. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you'll know everything about me. So if anybody's like, yo, Eric did this, bro, I already told you. What the fuck you want me to do? So
it's out there.
It's out there, bro. But yeah, I mean, I agree with the whole trauma situation. Now, you said that someone went through trauma and it made them worse. Obviously, that's kind of like having an
It was a
alcoholic.
man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like having an alcoholic father, and then you end up becoming an
alcoholic.
alcoholic. That happens too.
Mhm.
And I would say that it's more likely to happen that way than the opposite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it can happen to
wouldn't-
both men and women.
Because wouldn't you say that's like a strength thing? Like if
It is a
shouldn't you be strong enough to overcome
Yeah.
your traumas like you guys did?
Well, here's one thing I've noticed in the minority, with minorities, is that for some reason, grape, right? Hopefully everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's like it's a reoccurring issue, right? It's like a fucking what is it they call it? A family curse or something like that. It's just like it's like if you like, God forbid anybody at this table has been raped, right? But like a lot of times your mom was raped, her mom was raped.
Damn.
Oh, you're talking about you're
Like
talking
a
about
generational
abuse.
curse.
Yeah.
Like a generational curse, right? It's like you were raped. Most
I
likely,
agree.
here's the thing: most likely your mother was raped, and then most likely her mother was raped, and your great grandmother was raped. And it's like, when the fuck does it stop? When the fuck do you say? And for some reason, it happens with women, right? Because women aren't strong enough to say, "I was raped. I'm gonna do whatever to make sure my daughter wasn't raped." It's like, oh, I was raped. It's okay. It just happens. My mother was raped too, and her mother was raped before her. It's such a weird thing that I see. I mean, it probably happens. Go
I
ahead.
just feel like maybe some people just don't realize it
How do you not realize that you were raped?
because they're not mentally there.
I don't know,
no,
man.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
wouldn't
that's just
know.
an excuse.
Because
know.
me growing up and I saw my mom was a workaholic and an alcoholic, and I went through the system, and right now currently my mom's in jail. Like I've been alone in Miami since 16. Maybe if I had my mom present, I wouldn't be the way I am.
Damn.
Maybe. But
Here's one thing
it
I
is what
don't
it
hear.
is.
Here's one thing I don't hear. I never hear, as a guy, I was raped, and my father was raped, and his father was raped, and his father, my great grandfather, was raped. So it only typically happens to women. Am I wrong?
Facts.
Which is why women should
I
not be
think so.
raising kids.
That's facts.
Holy shit! I just solved the fucking problem there, bro.
Yeah, and it also too, like with domestic violence over like SA, they'll like
I would classify that as rape too, though, right? No,
yeah.
Crepe
well, I
and-
guess there's different levels to it, I guess, but let's just say domestic violence, right? Like the woman, they'll either be the domestic, the one who, causes domestic violence, or the one who's being, physically abused. So she'll either be the abuser or the abused. Same thing with a man. If he witnesses domestic violence as a child, he'll either be the abuser or the abused, typically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing, man. It's just generational curses. Real quick, man. Power up my man, Alan Webb, man. He says, bro, I just turned back in, but that was story you just mentioned about Christy just goes to show how modern women who messed up their own lives want other women to join and do the same. Shout out to Alan Webb, man. I would say that there is a weird, and you know what's crazy? A woman like Chrissy, and shout out to her, man, because she is a cool person aside from everything we debate, but all the women agree with her.
I don't
all the-
know.
all
I don't know all the
There's
women agree with her.
codes on.
I'm
Ladies, she comes here often, and when I tell you she
I've
sits
only
here,
met her once.
all the women agree with her.
They agree with her emotionally, but when it comes to the logic, remember we were talking about it yesterday, like they'll
No.
identify with the
No.
logic that we speak about and be like, oh yeah, no, I agree with that. But then she'll, come with the same argument from the other side through emotion, and they'll identify with the emotion. Like, oh no, I agree with him, but I also agree with her, but I
Yeah.
also agree with him, but I also agree with her. So she's very good at that,
Mhm.
so I see that out of her, but that doesn't take away from the fact that really, I mean, Christy, I told you when you were here, like, you're just delusional. Like, I don't even think that you,
See, but
realize it.
That's why I'm scared for my daughter to grow up in this generation, because how women are.
Nah,
Since
that's why you gotta be the ultimate version of yourself. You gotta give your daughter a reason to look up to you.
The prime example.
Yeah. Because they're not gonna feel more connected to anybody except you, especially if you're someone that they want to grow up to be like.
Mhm.
I mean, think about it. Not everybody's a leader. So if you're let's say you're in the neighborhood and you be the leader, be the leader, at least one of them. Like you gotta, I don't know, as a man, I just think that if your son don't look up to you, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would feel like if my son didn't look up to me, man. I'd feel like a failure.
So I'm super strict, bro. I'm super strict with the way that I am with my own life, because I see my son, like, and I tell my son this. I'm like, look, man, like, you got to be on your best behavior, because you might look up to me, but your little brother looks up to you.
Yeah.
You know,
Good point.
he's going to look up to you more than he looks up to me, because you're the closest thing to him than me. Like, I'm a grown man. By the time he's your age, I'm going to be 39, almost 40. You're going to be 18. He's going to think that you're the coolest person in the world, because you will have that youth in him. So, that youth in you. So you got to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
You
Yeah.
never know who's watching.
And do me a favor, put that mic down since you're slouching on the chair, since you're not going to sit up.
That's a good thing you said too, though, because you're right. You never know who's watching. So fellas, like, you got to understand also, you might not be appealing to your little cousin or your little brother, but the little boy down the road, he might be looking up to you.
Yeah,
You know?
you might be the closest thing he's got.
Yeah, he might not have any example, and he looks to you and he's like, wow.
Yeah.
I actually had a conversation with a cousin of mine about this. You know, I told him I was moving to Florida, and he was like, damn, cuz I salute you, bro. Like, I'm proud of you know, what you've been doing these last few years. You've actually inspired me to start working out. And I told him, I was like, that's good, bro. Now you and your brother, my other cousin, is like, you guys should do it together, because you guys are brothers. And then it'll influence the other little cousins. And it might not happen immediately, but look at how long it took you to be inspired by me. You know, so you never know when it's gonna happen. And you don't even know if it's either gonna be then. They might not ever get inspired by you, but the little boy down the street might get inspired by you, or even the little girl down the street might get inspired by you. You know, like, you never know who's watching. You never know who thinks you're cool. You never know who thinks you're a superhero. You just gotta always be one. You know, the only satisfaction you get from being a real man is the satisfaction of saying that you at least was a real man.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't get an award for this shit. We're just supposed to be this way. You don't get an award. You only get the satisfaction knowing that you was real the whole time. You know, and then your children might. And I said this too. It was Father's Day. I said, I'm not the type of person, the type of man to say I'm a great father, because I don't know. You know, my children will tell me. Society is going to tell me when my children become men, when my son becomes a man and my daughter becomes a woman. Society will let me know by how successful they are. And then they were like, oh, wow, you know what? You raised some great children. Patrick Bet David, you know, shouts out to him. He say when he sees a well-spoken, polite child, he comes up to him and says, thank your parents for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're the ones who, you know, mold our children.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Shout out to Patrick, man. He's a cool dude too, man. I've met him in real life, man. He actually has he has another thing he does say this about fathers, because I'm a father too. And I find it weird when people come up to me like, oh, yo, you seem like a good dad. Your kids have fun with you. And you know, and I'm just like, bro, I'm just a dad. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But he always says that when you see a single father actually like taking care of his kids, you actually should go up to him and be like, yo, thanks for doing us a service. Like, yo, society, you're helping us, because he did this whole video about fatherless kids. And man, oh man, that video is fucking crazy, bro. That thing has like 1.2 million views on YouTube.
When they were talking about the single parenthood rate around the world, is that what it was?
Yes. Yeah, man. You watched that video too?
I think so. It was like 10-15 minutes. How America, I think America's responsible for 22% of single parent homes.
Yeah. And we're leading
worldwide. India has 1%, and then China has like 2%. So, and we have half the population. Yeah. And we're leading in the single mother rate. I think it was something like that, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy, y'all. Yeah. Like, really think about that, man. And honestly, like, again, you know, I say this too, but I want you guys to ingrain this in your mind about the modern man and the modern woman. Fellas, stop sleeping with these women that you don't plan on taking seriously for marriage and getting them pregnant, because it's just as much your fault as it is theirs. So you have to understand, like, yo, do I truly see myself with this woman long term? I don't know her. I just met her. Why am I having sex with her unprotected? And number 2, why am I coming inside of her? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then a lot of men will say, yo, my baby mama fucking wild, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this bitch is crazy. Like, bro, you got to take responsibility also. You also got to take responsibility. I should have never fucked her. You know, so Because, bro, 22% worldwide is ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
that's crazy, man. And shout out to him, man. Okay, ladies, any questions for the gentleman? No questions. Shout out to the chat, man. Chat, make sure you guys like the video, man. Like the video. Help us out with the algorithm, man. All the new viewers, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe. Ladies, no question for the gentleman?
Aren't y'all?
Anything.
Any questions? I
Not
have another question for you. What's up? You have a
I
question?
said no.
Not yet?
not
Okay, cool. I have another question. So marriage is supposed to be like an equal partnership, correct? Raise your hand if you agree with that. Marriage, equal partnership? So only 3 of you guys think
I feel
that?
like this is a trick question.
How
Is this the 50-50 thing that you were we were talking about?
50-50? No.
Okay.
I don't even believe in 50-50. But,
No, 'cause you
so
tricked me
marriage
with
is an equal partnership, correct? Raise your hand. So everybody here agrees. Okay, cool. So why is it that only the woman gets like a very expensive wedding ring or like an engagement ring? Why is that?
Aren't
That I don't know how to answer to
the
you.
princesses and the
Because
queens
I'm
and
sorry, I'll
the-
let you go ahead. So because you're a princess and what?
and isn't that like in the marriage we're supposed to be like the fragile ones or whatever? I'm just giving out thoughts.
Okay.
You know?
Is that a reason to get
I'm not
an
su-
expensive ring?
I'm not saying it's a reason. I'm giving out thoughts.
I'm humble. You could give me a ring pop and I'll be happy with it.
You give me a plastic ring.
I'm being
Oh,
for
you're
real.
not. No, you're not.
I'm
You're not being real.
I am
No.
being real.
A piece of
I am
plastic?
being real.
Okay, so you have
I
a boyfriend
think-
now.
I like
What's up?
how you almost felt disgusted by that. Like,
Yeah.
you're not about to give me a
I'm being for
I'm
real
talking
with
about
y'all.
you. Like, you're not about to give me
I
a ring
think
pop.
that
piece of plastic?
you gotta like value yourself a little bit more.
Well, hold on.
Ring pop.
Wait, hold on.
Then let's start with
Matter to
you.
me.
Why do you think, in your opinion, that a woman deserves a specific ring? Like, what do you think?
Well, if a man has found like the treasure of his life, like, you know what I mean, like a good woman, like he should show how much he loves her with the ring.
Didn't we
If-
already establish that men are the prize?
I mean, yeah, but the man is finding the woman, right? As you said. So if he's finding
Yeah.
me, then he wants to show me how much.
Okay. But okay, even with that example, if it's an equal partnership, why doesn't he also get an equal ring, like an equally expensive ring? Why doesn't he get like a wedding ring that's equally as expensive?
Why not?
We all know that women get the 20 shit. I don't know. People spend like $50,000-$100,000 on a ring, bro. That's, well, why?
Do you have an answer that you're gonna say, or
You just
you're
wanna
asking?
say-
I want them to answer first, but
Okay.
yeah. So, okay, go ahead.
I
So
mean,
you think you're just a treasure, so you deserve a very expensive ring?
No, I mean, I'm gonna be the mother of his kids. You know, if
I'm gonna be the
he-
father of your kids.
Right, and exactly, and I'm creating that child with you, and I'm pushing it out of my body, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm your wife. Like, you should treasure me.
Right,
You should
and I'm your
protect me.
husband.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out if it's an equal partnership. Where are we going here?
But
Why
But
do
why
it's
you-
not
why do you-
monetary. It doesn't have to be monetary.
But this is the society that
But-
we live in, right? Like, women want the $50,000.
I mean, because it's nice to have a $50,000
There's women
ring.
on social media that will sit
But
there.
for what?
and
For
co-
them to
and
get
yo,
divorced?
listen,
Shit.
there's women that will sit here, go on TikTok and Instagram, and they'll sit here and be like, "My man only spent 10K on this ring."
Okay, but that's
Only?
that's
greedy.
ungrateful. That's
You're being
ungrateful.
greedy.
And
That's being
that's ungrateful.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
insane to,
Well,
to even say something about your partner and your
This
partner,
is
your
so
husband.
this is
your
average though.
husband.
Okay, what about you? If it's an equal partnership,
Mhm.
then why do women get the expensive ring?
That I don't know how to answer to you because the way I am, I could care less about.
So you
the
would take a
I
ring
think.
pop?
Yes.
You really would?
Yes.
Stop the cap.
Guys, even if he gets me a $50 ring at Walmart or a $100 ring at Walmart,
Okay.
I wouldn't care.
And you would wear that for the rest of your life?
Of course, and I'll
sign of
show
marriage?
it off and be like, "Look, my man got me this ring. Look how pretty. Look how pretty." Yes, because my man went out and did that for me.
Okay. And then you see him spend $100 on Jordans, and that won't bother you at all?
You know, it's crazy. I was just about to say that.
Wait,
I was just about to say
isn't,
Jordan.
isn't
yeah.
the man supposed to like? Isn't the man like supposed to be the protector and the provider?
Yeah, but I'll get to you. But I want to know why it wouldn't bother
doesn't-
you. It wouldn't bother you.
It wouldn't bother
But
me at
listen
all.
to what I just
I
said.
may sound delusional, guys. I know how the chat might call me delusional, and that's fine. But like for me, that won't bother me.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like you're saying you're cool with $50 ring, but then he spent $100 on Jordans. Like, that won't really bother you?
You're
No, because
devaluing
okay,
yourself.
I grew up. It's not even about that either. I grew up spoiled. I grew up with so many things, and so since I've been living on my own at 16, I've seen how it is to not have anything. To come from having so much shit to not having anything, it made me humble. Like it humbled myself a bit.
Okay. What
You know
about you?
You know
I
what?
hate you,
Quick
Steve.
side note.
Go ahead.
Quick side note. You know what's crazy? How you guys are from America and like your accent is fucking crazy, bro. Like it's like I don't
Listen, I grew up in Mexico, okay, and I also grew up in Texas.
Do I have an
so
accent?
Yeah,
my
you're not
bad.
from here though.
Yeah, you're not from here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're-
Yeah, I don't have
You're
a
an alien.
Miami accent. Like I grew up from
Even the
infancy.
people here in Miami, I hear them. I was like, oh, I wanted to do all of that. Like, like you're from America,
Listen,
bro.
I grew
Yeah,
up. I was born in Texas, but I grew up from infancy all the way to 10 years old in Mexico, and then I
10
lived in
years old?
Texas.
Yeah, 10 years old.
can't.
Okay,
I hate
fair
you.
enough. And you wouldn't take the ring pop.
I would feel stupid showing around a ring pop.
You stupid.
I'll
Yeah.
show it. I'll be
The
like, look at my
fuck?
ring pop.
Why would you be offended though? If the guy
Oh,
really
God.
loves you, like she's saying, why would you be
Why?
offended by the ring pop?
I feel like she's worth more than a piece of plastic.
Interesting.
But why does the man have to show that he loves you
With
or
a
ca-
ring.
with a ring?
Exactly.
With,
if he loves you,
with
if he's
something that
provided
is
for you.
tarnishable, like a ring is just like this cup. Somebody can steal this cup from you, just like somebody can steal your ring from you. If you are wearing, like, God help my sister, I love my sister, but her husband got her this big ass diamond when she was going to school and she was living in a not so nice city. She wore that shit on a necklace tucked in her shirt. Why would you want something like that on your hand when you can't show it off anyways because of the world we live in, because we have people who are grimy like that will literally take your hand, snap your finger off. Sorry,
That
I need to grab you
shit
that.
is not happening in the United
Well, the
States.
thing
What?
is,
What?
I just
That
think
shit
that
is
it's a
not
little,
happening
it's a
in
little
the States.
extreme for
We're
you
in
to
America,
say
y'all.
plastic. I think
there you
the
go.
Okay,
plastic is a little bit of an extreme
fine.
situation.
I
Not
get
a
the
ring.
Walmart, but
Not a ring pop.
ladies,
but
ladies,
you know what I mean.
ladies, one mic at a time.
My
all
bad.
right?
Not
this
a ring
is
pop,
why
guys.
this is why men give you guys ring, because it's like that's mine. Has nothing to do with you. It has to
Thank
do with
you.
me as a man. She belongs to me. She's engaged. Then the ring. She belongs to me. She's married. The more expensive the ring, the more status the man is supposed to have. People are gonna see a ring. It's like, oh yeah, she's well taken care of.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm getting that. It has nothing to do with y'all.
So when I was
Yes.
in my past relationship, we used to talk about this all the time. And I used to like be like 5 and above, you know, because we were together for a really long time. But we would also talk. He would also ask me, okay, but what am I getting? And you know, you kind of like
Weak.
analyze. Wait. You kind of like
Agreed.
analyze what your man would want. And he was like into watches. So you know, like usually the day of the wedding, you guys like give each other a gift. And I mean, you can give him a watch or something that he's like really into. So I think it goes both ways. I mean, I personally would also get my man something the day of the
I
wedding.
wear anything my man gets me, like the bracelet I'm wearing. He got this bracelet didn't even cost much. It's a crystal bracelet. It cost him $25, and I wear it with pride
Broke.
everywhere I go.
Yeah, but that's not your marriage bracelet.
No,
Yeah,
that's different.
but
But
the plastic was a little bit extreme.
Yeah,
okay, I
that's-
exaggerated,
it's
but
not
I'm talking
extreme,
about
it's
even if
ridiculous.
it's a cheap ring, I'll still wear it with pride because in the
Well,
end, he's making me
No, yeah.
his.
I mean, yeah, I agree with
I'm
that.
showing to the
Coño.
world that I'm taken,
A
that
$50
I'm
ring, girl?
married. Yeah, with the $50 ring, it could be 25, 50, 100, 150. Doesn't matter.
Well, because you got
Doesn't
you got to
matter.
also understand that your average man doesn't have the money to go drop
Layaway.
50K.
Layaway.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
but why would you want to do that? Why would you
Well,
want
no,
your
like,
husband?
why do you want
You
to
know
walk
how
around
many
with a
people-
$100 ring?
You know how many people use rich people use layaway. You think a lot of rich people they'll go and they'll buy shit on credit
That's
and
true.
then pay it off. That's
Mhm.
layaway. If they'll go to the
Okay,
jewelry
okay.
store and they'll
that's
say, "Hey,
ridiculous.
look, I'm gonna put down. Let's say it's a $20,000 ring. I'm gonna put down 7, and I'm gonna pay it off." People do that. Like you don't
Okay.
have to spend 50, 60, 70, 80,000. Now, if you got it, granted, go ahead and do it.
Alexia.
But
Yeah,
for
but
the
you
most
spend
part,
a couple of racks.
Yeah, but you're-
that's decent.
yeah, like
Come on,
And it builds your credit.
and it
Come
builds a
on,
credit.
man. Like a couple
You
of
know?
racks on a ring. That's
Yeah.
bro. Then you shouldn't be getting married.
Now, if you have like an agreement, like, look, baby, let's do this, let's buy the house or whatever the
Mhm,
fuck,
mhm.
that's different. But as a man, I believe that if I'm gonna get married with a woman, I'm gonna give her a nice
Yeah,
ring.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna,
Me too.
I'm claiming her. She
Yeah.
belongs to me, and she
Spend
doesn't
like a
have
good
to give me.
400.
Wait, I
Yeah,
have
she
a
doesn't
question for you
have
guys.
to give me anything.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say would be the minimum a guy would spend on a ring?
I
If-
just said that.
oh, sorry.
Like 400.
What?
What?
Excuse
I'm
me?
not marrying you.
It
I wouldn't
depends on your
mind that.
career.
I just said 5K minimum. And you're
I
over here
said
saying
400.
400.
You spent $400
Nah,
on
you
what?
got me
That
fucked up.
microphone right there?
It was 500.
Excuse
How about
me?
Yeah,
that?
this mic's 500.
Wow, that's fucked up. I
Excuse
But
didn't
me.
I
feel
wouldn't
bad.
see. But that's.
No,
I guess
no,
that's
no.
just me personally. I wouldn't
But
mind
you-
that either.
But
Yeah,
you
but-
could get a
Girl,
really
you wanted
pretty
a ring
ring.
pop.
Yeah.
But you could get a really pretty ring
matter.
for
$500.
$500.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, because some women
yeah.
don't necessarily like diamonds. Like, I don't necessarily know that I want my
Yeah.
wedding ring to be a diamond.
But here's the
I
thing.
almost want my wedding ring to be a stone of something, something that is unique, something that not everybody else has. So you could get something that's not a diamond that might be a little cheaper, and so it's still as beautiful as a diamond ring that you paid $50,000
Okay,
for.
but,
I know,
but,
I'm
but how
thinking-
about
I'm thinking
this?
up
But
there.
but the house is 500,000. How about that? You wouldn't take that?
How are you? First
You
of all,
would you take that?
Wait,
yes or
hold
no?
on, hold on.
Okay,
You're
how about this?
asking me a question, and I'm trying to answer
Would
it.
you take the $400 ring and a $500,000 house, or would you take the
Wait.
$50,000
Oh my
ring
God.
and the $200,000 house?
First of all,
Which
if
one
you're
you taking?
buying a $500,000 house, why the fuck are you giving me a $500 ring?
What's more important to you, the ring or the house?
The
The
house.
house.
The house is
house.
important, but why the fuck are you giving me a $500
I mean, if I can
ring?
afford a $500,000
Yeah,
house,
thank you. What
my
the fuck
credit-
you mean
my credit is
$500
nasty.
ring, bro?
I'm me.
What are you talking
look,
about?
Look, me personally,
$50,000 ring.
yeah,
You mean?
Bruh.
Thank
me
you.
personally, I like to spoil myself too. You know, like I mean, I have $200.
You're tripping.
I have $200
$400.
glasses on,
You're
and I don't need them. They're frames. Like they're not even. I don't need eyeglasses. You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
just like the.
Yeah,
So,
you just like them
me-
for you.
Yeah, me personally, if I'm gonna spend money, it depends on how much I got. If I got it, I'm gonna spend it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll spend that shit just for the representation. Like, because again, you got to also understand, like in certain places, they'll associate the quality of the ring that you put on your woman's finger
That's true.
with your status.
Yeah, my girl's not
You
leaving the
know?
house though, so we good.
So it's so they'll see her finger, especially if you have like a beautiful wife. Like your wife is beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they look at the ring, they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh damn,
Yeah.
they're taking care
true.
of her.
But-
She- beautiful ring,
Yeah.
she pull up in a
That's
nice
true.
whip.
That's true.
You know, they're already assuming, they're like,
Yeah.
no, you can't play it with her.
How about this?
Yeah, but that's all
If
material.
you're- if you're
things.
buying
Hold on,
a-
how about
that's
this?
just
You're buying a-
Come on,
materialistic.
we live in real world
Yeah.
though. Like everything
Bro,
is
like, come on now.
materialistic.
That's true.
Like,
Okay,
You're
come
forgetting
on.
we're also
How about this?
dating average men.
Your boyfriend buys you a $50,000 ring.
Okay.
You do OnlyFans. You got to buy $1 million house. Deal? It's under his name though.
You got me fucked up.
Like only broke people say, "Oh, it doesn't matter." Like,
You got
oh,
me
you
fu-
know,
Thank
rich
you.
people. It's like,
Thank
no,
you.
like
It
if
does
you get
matter.
it, get it. You know what I'm saying? Like
It
now,
does
of
matter.
course, vanity is one thing.
Being humble is one thing
You know,
too.
It's
Yeah,
like-
being
it's like,
humble,
don't
putting a
be-
house under your man's name is one thing too.
See, but
Under
I don't
both of
see
our
it that
names.
way.
Nah, it
Like,
should be
I'm
under
not
his name.
broke.
No, get the
Like,
fuck
okay,
outta here.
I'm not broke, but I don't see it that way either. It's like I said, I
Then your
saw
boyfriend must be broke.
he's not
Correct.
broke.
Because
okay?
honestly, the
Right,
only way
correct.
that I would consider, me personally, the only way that I would consider that as something that you should cherish, not, you know, is if he made it. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, come on, bro. Because how old are you?
I'm 22.
yeah.
How old is your boyfriend?
He's turning 23.
He's
He's a
turning
baby.
23. Still, man, 23 years old. I mean, shit. At least a pair of pair of sneakers or something, like $25 bracelet. That's crazy.
He bought me 2 dunks for my birthday.
And
What
how
are you
much are dunks? $99.99.
The pink ones I have are 115 and the other ones were like 110.
They're $100.
So
Okay,
he's
to
a
the
manager.
average, you guys
He's
gotta
the
understand, to the
average
average person, that's a
man.
lot of money. I'm sorry, your average person isn't here on OnlyFans making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Your average person isn't here owning a podcast,
Listen,
making a bunch of
yeah.
money. Your average person is barely making $50K a year.
But you can go to the fucking jewelry store
Right now,
and
he's
put a ring
Thank
on
you.
layaway and put a ring on layaway
Thank you.
just to show the person.
Right
that,
now,
like,
he's focused on opening up his clothing business and everything like that. And I
You
support him
can
all
get
the
credit
time.
and put it on layaway.
look, I'm not telling you that he doesn't love you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
No,
just
that I
saying
do
that
get. I
if you're
understand
gonna,
what I'm trying to say.
you know what I'm
thing.
saying? Like,
Listen, I'm not with this. I'm not with this man because all the shit he buys me. No, I'm with this man because he showed me. Because I wasn't feminine. Fuck no, I wasn't feminine. But with this man, I'm learning to be feminine. He's bringing that out of me. What man? No man has ever done that to me, and he's done that to me.
He still has a lot of work to do.
Fuck you.
Listen, I just want to say I love her facial expressions this entire time because it signifies my inner facial expressions right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to Lettuce,
I'm
man.
with you,
Lettuce is
girl.
always
I'm
a
with
great
you.
guest. Yeah, shout out to Lettuce.
Thank
And then
you.
also for you,
Lettuce.
if your man buys you that $50,000 ring, would you be cool with him maybe like going a little bit lower on the wedding? Like the wedding was
Yes, absolutely.
You're cool with that?
Yes.
So like maybe
Yes.
just like a backyard
honestly,
like a wedding in the backyard.
I feel like
A
the
wedding in the
wedding-
backyard.
I feel like
Is that
wait. You're going very
Gotta
at
be
the
a
beach.
big-ass backyard.
At least a beach
No,
wedding
no, no,
or
no, no,
something,
no.
or
Listen,
a garden.
I'll get you the $50,000.
Pero coño, me
No,
estás
no,
diciendo
I'm talking
una
about a
backyard.
backyard the size of the studio.
You got
And maybe like 20 people, 20 close people.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I would love
Okay, yeah,
that.
that-
I don't want my
yeah.
family there though.
No, but listen,
Can I answer
we'll
the
order
question?
Papa John's and some
Tampoco es.
Okay, yeah,
Oye,
yeah,
pero es que
fucked
te estás
up.
subiendo. No,
You're so
bro.
cute.
Yeah.
At least some Olive Garden,
It's gonna
bro.
be-
Yeah.
It's gonna be something decent, like nice, and yeah, I would be 1,000% okay with that.
Because got me
For
fucked
me,
up.
it's more of the meaning of the wedding, like more of the meaning of it than the price of the
that's
wedding.
a lie. Because if the meaning of the wedding meant
I want
more
a
to
nice
you,
ring.
then it wouldn't be about
ring.
how much did we spend
Oh
for the
my God.
wedding, right? Like
Or how
I just think
glamorous it was.
right, like how glamorous was the wedding?
Like
like-
if it was really just
I
about
would
the
really
wedding,
want-
you would
I
just
would-
go down to the courthouse and elope.
Thank
like,
you.
Mhm.
I go to Vegas to be
I
honest.
okay, but
I think-
there's no celebration behind that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's just the two of you guys, but I want to share it with my other
a
people.
marriage is just the two of you. Why do you
I'm
have
sorry,
to concern
I
the
just-
whole world in your marriage?
I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just
Yeah,
That's
one
what
of
I'm
my-
saying.
okay,
I
so
want like I
One
would
of
want
my
a wedding.
closest friends, they got married in the courthouse and they had a beautiful wedding reception. But first, they got married at a courthouse. saved the.
I love that. I'm telling you because I literally agree with all of her faces.
I'm asking
I
a
love
question
you
then.
for these
What do y'all
faces.
seek in a man then? First of all, what do
I
y'all
love
seek
you
in a
Money.
for
man?
these
They
faces.
all
like
want
you
money.
are my inner
Man.
You're my
Yes.
It's
spirit
man,
animal.
not men.
Oh, sorry. What do y'all seek in a man then? Because
Well,
apparently my qualities are fucked
Listen,
up.
I'm gonna answer it. All these women at the table, with the exception of maybe you,
I don't seek
and
money.
you, they all want money. They all want money, especially this
No,
over here.
I
not
grew
money,
up-
but I'm not gonna be with somebody that's like not like
You want to know the problem with you? You won't date a guy that makes less than 100K.
no.
Absolutely
going to
not.
do that.
So your
Red
pool,
flag.
your dating pool, it's really small already, and then the guys in there that maybe want to be monogamous,
Because-
even smaller than that.
Let's bring up the delusional calculator.
Go ahead and bring it up, bro.
I'm done.
We're gonna see how delusional Chanel is.
I
Shout out
love
to
his
Chanel.
theme song, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to Chanel. Yeah, this is a game right here. We're gonna go over it right here.
Chantel. Who's
Chantel.
Chanel?
All right, Chantel, speaking to
Oh,
the
so
mic.
I thought it was Chanel the whole time.
Nah.
too.
Really?
Chantel.
I didn't know it was
Chantel,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
So
hurt.
how old does he have to be?
Thanks, guys. What?
How old does he have to be?
Age range?
Like my perfect man?
Yeah,
Yeah, like the man.
the
you're
man that
looking
you
for.
want, the man you're looking for.
I
yeah.
would say like older than like
Older
30
than like 40, 45,
like 35
35,
35
40,
to like
45.
No, 45 is too old. No, 78. Jeez, God.
35 to 40.
Just
40?
think that- yeah.
No, maybe 40.
Okay. Can
All
he
right.
be married?
What?
Can he
Can
be married?
He be married?
No.
Okay, so exclude
absolutely.
marriage. White, black, Asian,
Or any color?
or any color or shade.
Any
Okay.
color or shade.
What's his minimum height?
What's the average man's
Just
height?
5'6".
No, it's
5'8" is the
the
average.
average
Oh.
man.
It's like
that's
5'8".
fine.
No, it's 5'10" in
Five-
America.
Is it?
Okay,
Yeah, in
5'10".
America it's 5'10".
5'10".
All right, you wanted 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'10", I guess. Sure.
Okay.
Okay,
you said
can he be
100K.
fat?
Oh, yeah.
You can go.
Like, can he be obese?
But are you really okay
no,
with
absolutely
an
No?
average?
not.
Okay,
Absolutely not.
exclude
He cannot be
obese.
But
obese.
real quick, are you really okay with the average man's height? Hey, Eric, how tall are you?
6'1". Why?
You're such a liar. Really? Are you 6'1"?
Stand up, stand,
Yeah.
stand
Yeah,
up.
my
stand up
ex,
for me.
my
Stand up
ex
for me.
was not tall.
That's me entiendo. You're not
My ex-
6'1".
no,
I'm
no,
6'1".
no,
My
yeah,
ex.
my
You're
ex-
not 6'1".
I thought you were 5'11".
Yeah,
So-
he's
What?
Can you take
Show
your
your
headphones off and
license. Your
stand next to
license.
him?
Your height's on your license.
No,
I don't
trust
believe
me.
you.
Trust me, he's 6'1".
Hold on, stay standing.
I thought you
wanna
were
see something.
5'11".
I thought that too. You don't look 6'1".
Bro, I'm
like,
gonna show
okay.
you proof that you're 5'11".
And she has heels on.
You're short. I didn't realize how short you are. No, stand all the way up, girl. Stand all the way up. What is your ankle doing?
because I don't want to take my heels off.
No, I don't want you to take your stand.
And she has heels on.
So he's 6'1".
And I don't think Eric's capping. I don't think he's
Yeah,
6'1".
Okay,
I think
he's
you're
6'1".
5'11".
I'll show you after the show.
5'3".
I think
And
he's
you're
5'11".
5'3". Okay, he's
No, he's
6'1".
lying.
So you gotta understand that an average man is gonna be like.
She has heels on though.
Bro, okay, but I
was not as tall as
I'm like 5'7", 5'8". So you want a man that's just a little bit taller than
my ex was
But why do you keep referring to him? We're trying to get a new guy over here.
Okay, so what?
No, I'm just talking
so what
about
is
height
it?
reference.
Like,
So what is it? 5'10"?
Isn't that what you
Okay, well, chat. Hold on. While you're up, go ahead and do a spin for the chat, man. The chat wants you to do a spin. Go ahead and.
Yeah,
And
check.
100K minimum, you said, right?
Hold on, go
Why you
back.
spin? Wait, he
There
took
you
the
go.
camera
No, no,
off.
no.
Yeah, you took the camera off. You gotta stand
Oh,
back.
shit.
Come on,
Okay.
guys.
Damn, Steve, you're doing a terrible job today.
I'm doing a great job.
Wait, she's in the way. You gotta move
I'm
more
the
that
best
way. Yeah.
producer ever.
Go ahead, right there.
Right
Just
there.
do a spin, right there. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. Just do a spin.
Ah,
There
There
you go.
we go. All right, now you can sit down. There you go, chat.
Okay, so you said you wanted 5'10"?
Isn't that the average?
That's the average in America.
I thought it was 5'6". Okay.
I just wanted to make sure it was accurate. Like I didn't know if you knew like exactly how tall 5'10" was. Like
yeah.
All right, so 5'10", 100K.
Minimum. Yeah.
No, you can put it down to like 80, I guess.
Put it down to
80.
80K. You can't. Oh,
80K,
she's.
that's
Wait, no, hold on. You just said 100K, bro.
We'll do 80.
Yeah.
She's still
You
gonna
can-
take it out.
No, bro. Hold on, bro. The difference between 80 and 100K
it's a lot.
It's a lot, bro. That's 20K.
That's a
That's a
whole
lot.
That's 20K. You
Speaking
acting
to
like
the mic,
it's
ladies.
You're acting like that's $20. That's 20K. Most-
Into the
Go
mic,
ahead and speak
Chantel.
into the mic.
$1,500 a month is a lot of a difference.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Throughout the year.
All right.
Okay. So what else?
That's it. Find out.
That's it. Okay.
Are we keeping it at 100K, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's
100K.
do it.
Sure.
To be honest, she wants a guy with more that makes more than 100K. For being
Yeah,
honest.
that's 1.2% of the population between the ages of 30 and
Damn.
That's your
Damn.
percentage right there.
yeah.
That right
But
there
you
is
know
your
what?
percentage.
That does make sense because there's a lot of people that are content with their lives. So
What?
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
like there's a lot of men that are content living their lives the way that they do, and they don't want they're not ambitious, and I'm looking for somebody that's ambitious.
So who else wants to play How Delusional Are You?
You know what? Let's do her.
Guys, you guys really
Let's do lettuce.
Yeah, actually,
Do lettuce. Do lettuce.
Can we pick on her for now?
What did I do? Making faces over here.
All right, Lettuce, it's your turn.
25 to 40.
You want 25 to 40.
Yeah.
Okay. Can he be? Can he be married?
No marriage.
All right. What race?
White.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
Damn.
And for height, probably like taller than me is like the minimum. Taller than me. I want to.
So average
how-
5'10".
I want to have to like tippy toe.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
I'm 5'2", so
5'2", so 5'4".
5'4" and up. Maybe
Five-
like 5'5",
Nah,
5'5"
just
and
say
up.
4?
5'5",
5'5", yeah,
5'5" and
5'4"
up.
is relatively short.
I mean, how much money?
Can he be
I
fat?
just-
Oh yeah.
No,
Okay.
No. Okay. And then how much per year?
I'm gonna say 60.
60K.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, that's gonna be much higher.
Oh, it's just a lot of that.
There you go.
Okay.
That's not that good either way,
22.7%.
That's yeah.
That's
It's
22%.
1 out of 5.
Mhm.
20%.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 out of 5.
Not as bad.
What was her?
I'm super delusional,
What was her
guys.
yearly annual?
60.
60.
60.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
that-
a couple
that's
racks above
okay.
above the national
enough,
average.
okay.
Makes sense.
And I think that's why it was
Blue
so high.
collar, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
blue collar guys that make more than that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, it's true. You know what? Let's do one more. Let's do Fanny.
Fanny, I'll do one if you do it.
Yeah, because Fanny,
Oh, come on, girl. It can't just be me.
At this point, I'll do it too.
Okay. Come on.
Fanny should know by now, man. She's been working with us now for a little bit, so she should be improving. You know,
All right, Fanny.
I heard her say before the show she was gonna go to the club. I was very disappointed.
Bro, I did never never said that.
No, okay.
The one that was gonna go was me.
I think that was Steve, right?
Yeah,
was that
that was
Steve?
her. Steve,
Okay.
I never
I
said
was
that,
kidding.
right?
No,
Was
I'm
that
going
Steve?
this
Steve,
weekend.
come on,
That
give
was
that
me.
back.
I think what she
Exactly.
said was that the music that we were listening to
Yeah,
makes us
makes
want to
us
go
wanna
to the
go to the
club.
club.
But I'm
Gotcha.
not going
Yeah,
to no
I didn't
club.
say
The
that.
music that you listen to makes you want to
She's going this
coach.
weekend. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but that's
She
actually
is going this weekend, though.
Yeah,
really.
it's
Where's she
Halloween
going?
weekend. Come on, I'm going out too.
Wow.
This weekend?
You know
Is
what?
your man letting you?
Halloween.
My man's coming with
Oh,
me.
okay.
Bro,
Yo,
can we just do it?
real quick, hold on. Before we move on, because we'll do this. Yo, you're gonna see real quick. Halloween in Miami, it's a whole different thing,
Yeah, you're gonna
Bro,
be so
bro.
disappointed and
you know
stressed.
how the girls here are already sluts.
What day is
Bro.
Halloween?
It's Tuesday.
is-
Halloween is actually Tuesday.
Oh, it's on
Is it your
Tuesday?
first? Is this your first time in Miami?
Yeah, he just got.
You
here.
just got here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Don't
he-
go
Even
to
Miami was
Yeah.
wild.
Stay away
Wait till
from Woodwood.
Halloween.
Yo, we're gonna
Oh,
lock
okay.
him in the house
Yeah.
that day,
Oh,
man.
he's
Stay
gonna
in
be
the
home
house.
anyways. Where is
Yeah.
he gonna be?
Or no, go out there with the holy water. Maybe you could cure them.
All right,
I am so
all right,
sorry.
Fanny, quit stalling. Let's go. What do you want?
I'd say.
Into the mic, Fanny.
Oh, sorry. I'd say 26, 27
To what?
to 38.
Okay, weird number. Can he be married?
Yeah, in case I meet like an Arabic guy, I wouldn't mind it. So yeah.
Okay. What race?
I'd say any.
Wait,
Yo, where's Latino at on
in
here? What the
Arabic?
Yeah, there's
Arabic?
no Latino there, so
I think they classify that as white too.
Yeah.
Though.
Yo, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm being
They
honest,
do.
bro.
They do. They
They
classify it
do.
as
yeah,
well.
I
Okay.
wouldn't do.
Yeah, when I
black.
went to jail, they classified me
Or
as white, bro.
You're white,
White?
Eric? What the
Really?
fuck?
Yeah.
There's a difference between ethnicity and nationality.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
white.
don't identify with the labels given to me by my oppressors.
And what about the height, Fanny?
I'd say I'm pretty short, so I'd say
Don't say because of what your height is. Give us what you really want.
Yeah, we want your
I'd
ideal
say 6 feet minimum.
6 feet.
Yeah.
minimum.
That's-
And can he be
Uh,
fat?
No,
Exclude obesity. All right, and then the income.
I'd say 85.
All right, heck, can you hit that button one more time? Can we hit the note? I want to see Fanny's delusion here. Can you hit the that fucking
The
what is it?
sound?
The sound effect? Come
Yeah.
on. Not that
No,
one.
the song.
Dun, 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 dun. There we go. God damn it, Hector.
This song.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Damn, Fanny.
Damn! I can't even read.
That's
Yo,
an L.
you know why they don't have a delusional calculator for men?
You're not delusional.
Because we're not
Bro.
delusional.
Uh-huh.
We don't give a fuck.
That's right.
We really don't give a fuck.
That's right.
Yo, shout out to the men, bro. Shout out to the guys watching, man. We just don't give a fuck. We'll literally take a bitch that makes no money, bro. I don't care. Yo, she can. Yo,
They should
think
make
about
a
it like this.
delusional calculator for men. I wonder what they, I wonder what it would
It'll
be.
say
though.
OnlyFans model.
Oh, word, yeah.
Think about it
Yeah.
like this,
2
bro.
kids.
It'd be
Did you have
visual.
kids?
Yeah, it'd be visual, like rating.
Yeah,
Physical rating.
Yeah.
Could she be obese?
Yeah. Think about it like this.
Single.
A man will take a homeless chick and bring her in,
I'm not taking a homeless chick.
bro. But there's men out there that will,
Yeah.
and there's men out there that have.
The fact that man needs standards.
A chick has never taken a homeless man and made him into a king. That's never happened.
Mm-mm.
It's
Kardashian.
never
That's
fucking happened. Kim
Who?
Kardashian?
Who said
She
that?
did it once.
With who?
Oh no! I said on her show she took a homeless man once and turned him into a regular ass man. That's what I'm at.
Listen,
Look at him on
Charity.
YouTube.
That's
yeah, but
charity.
it
That's
wasn't.
charity.
It wasn't for her to date.
Oh no!
Right,
It was
right.
for someone else. to
And
It
date.
was
even-
like
and even-
an act of kindness. you
Yeah.
know?
Charity.
and even then,
charity
you're,
to look good.
and
Yeah,
even then, you're
publicity
talking
stuff.
about a chick who's a multi-millionaire. I think her ex-husband was a billionaire. If he's not,
Kanye.
Kanye was.
so you're talking about chicks. We're talking about the average woman out here has never taken a homeless man and made him into a king. All right, but men take homeless bitches all the time, and we make them queens, bro. We do that shit to you guys, and you guys are absolutely hideous to me, man. Like, we really do love. Like, men really do love. We love you guys. You guys can have nothing and we'll love you guys. If I go broke today, none of you guys would want me. Disgusting.
If you'd go broke, you said that none of us would want you.
None of you guys would want me. Dead ass.
Well, I don't want you right now. So,
Yeah,
that's how I was feeling too.
I'm speaking about in
I've
general. Okay.
dealt with broke. I'm okay. Thanks.
Exactly. But it just
Nope.
proves my point. Women don't want
Nope.
broke men. I'll take a broke woman every day as long as she's feminine and she's wifey material, man. Real quick, shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Power him up real quick, man. You know what? Power him up twice, man. He's a G right there. He says, we date down. He's coming in, man. Just need to be attractive. Keep quiet, you dumb hoes. Don't be a hoe. Doesn't need to know how to read
Batting up, bro.
or
Chill.
write.
I'm about
Name-
to go off on Keisha
Name
now. I
3
just read it.
countries, you dirty sluts. Okay, we'll do that right now. But he says we have a larger pool to choose from. It's in our favor, ladies. All right, he wants you guys to name 3 countries. Disgusting animals. Okay, we'll start off with you over
You
there.
can't
Letty.
use the same one either.
Name 3
Gotta be
countries.
different.
Please don't name Florida. We've already talked about Florida. So give me 3 countries.
The United States, Argentina, and Egypt.
Name 3, but you're from Texas, right? So you can't name Texas. Give me 3 countries. Go ahead.
France, Ireland, and the UK.
Okay.
Said country.
What about you?
Mexico, Nicaragua, and El Salvador.
Okay. Cheap. That was cheap. Go ahead.
That's all I could think.
Did anybody say Italy? Sorry, I'm trying to
No.
keep
No.
track of this.
No.
Okay, Italy, Japan. Was that said?
No.
Okay, and Thailand,
No.
Australia.
She had to write these down.
I thought you were keeping
I
track
Stupid.
of what everybody was saying.
No, because I forgot. And then you
make this shit
whatever, bro. Australia, Bolivia, and Chile.
Okay.
See, we not dumb. Thank you.
Australia is a continent.
Yeah.
Really, nigga?
All right. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Always coming through.
I said that too.
All right. Okay. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Always coming through with the fucking super chats, man. We appreciate you so much, brother. Hey guys, listen, man. Like
This
the video,
is so
man.
true, though.
Guys,
This is true.
Like the video. Yeah, yo, you can name 3 zodiac signs. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Let's play that game real quick. Well, ladies, what zodiac sign do you think Hector is? And give me a reason
Leo.
why. Hold on. Let me go around the table on this one. We're gonna start off with lettuce. What zodiac sign do you think Hector is? And give me 2 reasons why.
Dude, I'm not into zodiac signs like that. I wouldn't know. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know.
You might be the
wrong
first girl.
question. I don't
Okay,
know.
fair enough.
I'm sorry. I'll
Okay,
skip.
we're gonna skip you. What about you? What zodiac
I
sign?
don't know. He's giving me Leo or Scorpio.
Okay, why? Give me one of those. Leo or Scorpio?
Leo.
Why?
His ego.
His ego. Okay.
Sorry, Hector.
Damn.
What is a Leo? A tiger? A lion?
A
A
lion.
lion. Okay, okay. All right, go ahead.
And his pride.
His pride and his ego.
I would say.
Okay, what
Because
about-
that's the same thing.
What about you, Fanny?
What pride mean?
You give me Taurus vibes.
Okay, it's giving.
It's giving.
Okay, what?
Giving
Why though?
Taurus vibe. Because he's like very I would say very protective, and you could see kind of the emotion through him.
What's the Taurus? A cow?
Oh yeah, you see so much
Yeah.
emotion right
Yeah,
now.
the bull.
He has no emotion right now.
He literally didn't even
What the
flip.
fuck?
He's
but
like,
But you could like men that are like that usually are like lover boys, you know.
He
So
don't
that's
even
why
blink.
I said Taurus, or also a Cancer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He
Damn,
gives
I hope
more.
I don't got cancer.
okay, fair enough. What about you over there, Liz?
I don't really know about the zodiac signs
Okay,
either.
wow.
Damn.
That's 2 girls on the panel. Holy shit. Okay, what about you over there?
I would go with the same answers that she gave, and I would go with a
Right.
Leo.
Right?
A Leo.
He gives Leo or Scorpio vibes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Leo or Scorpio.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
When's your
Moving
birthday?
on.
Can we do you?
You want to do me? Okay, we'll go around. You said no, right? Okay, what about you? Go
I
ahead.
give Sagittarius vibes.
What's that? What's that? We got to tell me what animal that is.
I don't know. I think
That's like a
fucking
horse with the little
the-
like man.
Okay, so that,
But the
okay.
thing is,
What?
birthday passed.
Yo,
I already
I
know
know,
what
I'm
it is.
confused.
Okay. So why though? Why?
I wouldn't know. Just the way you don't give a fuck.
Okay, fair enough. What about you?
That's
Bro,
what a Sagittarius.
You're literally a Libra. You're like the biggest Libra in the world.
Okay, why?
Because you're very sassy in your own way.
Sassy.
In your own way. Like you know what I mean?
Don't
Like, you
ever
know what I
go.
mean?
Hold
You're
up,
very,
hold up.
but not like that.
Don't ever use that
Okay,
word to
wait,
describe.
wait,
me.
Yeah, Eric, I
Don't
need you
ever-
to
What's
with your
Wait,
real quick.
Okay, then you're very dramatic. I
Don't-
would say
that
dramatic.
Don't ever use that word to
Okay.
describe me. That's number one.
Okay,
Don't raise your hand at me. It
Eric. You're
strokes my ego.
sassy. You're sassy.
Don't raise your hand at me. It strokes my ego, and I don't like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna change the word to dramatic
Okay, dramatic. What else?
and petty.
Petty. I
Yeah.
don't know about
Ooh.
petty.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
but-
you're a little
I-
petty sometimes.
Okay, all right. Petty.
What's the Libra's animal?
You know it's crazy
It's
because
balance.
it's the balance sign.
Wait, hold on,
I'm
but
a
hold
Libra.
That's not an animal.
It's a-
first of
it's
all,
a-
a Libra is not an animal.
No, because what the animal represents.
Well,
like,
yeah, they were just
Sagittarius
saying
is an
animals for
animal.
everything. Like
No.
Leo was a lion,
Yeah.
Sagittarius was what?
No,
what was
okay.
a
Pisces
cow?
was the fish. No,
Nah,
because
ladies,
Gemini is
ladies,
two
ladies,
people.
ladies. You couldn't name 3 countries, but you know everything about
I
this
named
shit.
Wait, we all named 3
I
countries.
No,
named-
you did not.
I did
3
not.
countries.
I fucked
Okay.
up
All
first.
right, cool,
I
cool.
had Australia
So,
in my head.
okay, cool. So what about you? Go ahead.
I
Oh,
don't know.
you don't.
Doesn't
Okay,
know.
what about you? Go ahead.
Well, I know what you are, so
Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
really say.
All right, fair enough. Okay, cool.
Did we get it correct
So
though?
what,
Yeah,
what
so
are
what
you
are you
guys?
guys?
What are you?
I'm a man. I don't know what the fuck.
Come on, come on.
What's
your-
I don't
what's
know.
Yeah, what's your birthday?
Come on now.
My birthday's in December.
You're a Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
You're a Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
Yeah.
Can you look up his birthday?
You're a Capricorn.
Can you look up his zodiac sign?
Are you late September?
No,
I mean,
early
late
He would have
December.
to tell me his birthday.
Early
What?
December.
Oh, he's a Sagittarius.
you're a Sagittarius.
He's a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Fair
What
enough.
does that mean?
What about you?
I don't know, bro. I don't
do
know.
What
do
about
I
you,
no
Eric?
longer have an
Well, my
inflated
birthday
ego
just
and
passed. Everybody knows that.
pride?
so.
Like I don't get it.
Yeah, my birthday is literally just passed. So
I think women put too much importance into that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's like, oh, I smacked her because I'm a Libra. Like it doesn't. I don't get it. Yeah.
yeah, fair enough, man. Guys, make sure you guys like the video, man. We're gonna give the ladies the table here. Ladies, thank you so much today for coming through, man. You guys made it fun. Definitely a great panel. It's been a long week, man. This week we worked more than any other week because we're switching over to the new schedule. We're no longer shooting on the weekends. We're going from Sunday now to Thursday, guys. So Sunday to Thursday. Fuck, what did it used to be? I felt like we shot every day anyway. So
You
it used to
weren't
be-
doing Mondays
Yeah,
and
we
Tuesdays.
did go like 9 days
yeah,
straight, right?
Yeah, we were shooting every day, man. So new schedule Sunday to Thursday, guys. And
Mhm.
also shout out to my boy Steve in the back, man. I think we have a really big collab coming up this week, if I'm not mistaken. And then also, man, I've been talking to Brian Atlas from the Whatever podcast. Shout out to him, bro. So hopefully we have that collab coming up soon. We're gonna have to fly to Cali to be on the Whatever podcast. I was thinking, man, you know, I might go over there and kick one of those hoes off his show. You know what I mean? I wonder how you would deal with that.
Chat. Put a one in the chat.
But put a one in the chat, man, if I should go to the Whatever podcast and kick a chick off over there. But we're going to let the ladies take over. I want you to come over here. I want you to come over here. Okay. Thank you, ladies. And then actually, Fanny, you're going to go ahead and take over too. Okay, cool.
All right, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and become a member while the ladies are moving around. I got Jakeem in the back here. We're chilling, man. Again, guys, become a member. It's only $4.99. We appreciate you guys for watching. Also, guys, I'm going to put the chat on the screen. So if you want to talk to the ladies, they will be able to see all your comments. I'm going to put it up right now. And make sure you guys ask them any questions you want. And yeah. All right, ladies, put on your headphones and make sure you ladies speak into the mic.
Make sure you guys speak into the mic.
You want your cup? No, thank you, love, because I finished all the water.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how. I don't have to be. I'm a dehydrated.
Here we go, fellas. All right, ladies.
See that right now.
All right, ladies. Thoughts on the show today? What did you
Hello.
ladies think today?
It was definitely a lot lighter than the last 2 times I've been here. I felt like the energy was lighter.
Yeah.
Ryan,
It was a
we're
pretty
not
good
boring,
panel. We were
right?
pretty fun.
It was fun, but it was like chill, if that makes sense.
It wasn't
Yeah.
no drama or anything like that. It
Yeah,
was fun.
the last one I got pretty pissed off.
Can you come right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so they can have.
Come
They
hither.
can better,
Come
get a
hither.
better
Everyone
angle.
hither.
Everybody closer. We don't bite. Alexa, closer.
Oh, okay.
Can I move this laptop?
Yeah, that's fine. You can move it.
Okay.
We weren't mid. I don't know what y'all are talking about in the chat.
There you go.
Okay. So, Steve had asked how you guys felt about the show. So let's go one by one. How did you feel about today's show?
It was chill. I always have a good time when I come on here. It's nice to hear different people's opinions, and everybody goes through different things and experiences different things. So it's nice to just learn from everybody's experiences.
Okay. How about you, Chantal? This is like what? Your like 5th time, 4th time?
My third time,
okay.
guys.
I was like,
Jeez.
she's catching up to my record of how
Jeez,
many
guys.
times I've been on.
Yeah.
It was chill. It was, like I said, it was a lighter energy. and
Oh wait,
not,
that's my boyfriend.
not as it's cute.
Your boyfriend's name is Eric?
Yeah.
That's
Aw.
crazy.
And not as like the like drama like as the last one that I was in, because
Yeah.
definitely the last one I got a little pissed off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was too much talking.
It was too much going on.
Mm,
Too many
how,
girls. Too many
How
girls.
many people were on the panel?
There were
Oh,
like
it was like a
nine
lot.
girls. It was
How,
ridiculous.
how about you,
That's-
babe?
I think it was very chill. I mean, I feel like the last podcast I went on was very, 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 very hectic, and a lot of
I
things
agree.
happened. It was a lot of like commotion going on, and a lot
Yeah.
of talking over, and just not kind of hearing, or like the women didn't understand the question correctly, and then we were just trying to repeat ourselves and repeat ourselves. I feel like that, it's kind of like,
The
I don't
screaming.
know, it's a little intense.
Okay, how about you, Alexia? This is like your 10th time here.
10th, 11th. I just lost count. I just show up. I always have a blast every time I'm on here. You know, I learn a lot. I took Hector's advice finally. My Instagram's cleaned up. My boyfriend's posted. Yeah. Take advice from these men sometimes.
Okay,
you
perfect.
learn.
So I have a set of questions here.
I
that
see
I
them.
wanna ask
I
you
see
guys.
them.
So we're gonna start soft, okay? Okay, who's more toxic, men or women?
Women.
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 I expect my man to read my mind, and that's a toxic trait. I admit it.
Mm.
I expect to be my man's devotion. Nothing else, nothing above.
Wait, actually, I'm gonna take my answer back, because I feel like some men are pretty fucking toxic.
Yeah, but
we
we're
like
speaking
it.
like
but
in
we
general.
like it. You know?
In general, I feel like it's
I feel like
It's
it's
pretty
women.
I think it's women too.
most women. Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna.
think it's
I'm not gonna disagree on that one. I
Fanny
think I
is
am a little bit
toxic.
toxic, or maybe a little bit too much.
we are all a little bit toxic.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
a little.
Yes.
How about you, babe? You seem real quiet over there.
I think it's women, just because I think women are very selfish nowadays, and just women lack respect
Okay.
for each other and men and almost anything. Women nowadays just expect things to be handed to them, and they want the easy way out. So I think women are more toxic.
That's true. Okay, so this question is gonna follow it, okay? And I don't blast your answer. We're gonna go around. So,
Perfect.
should we learn as women to just be quiet? I'm gonna start with Alexia.
Yes. We should learn, actually.
Okay, back your answer up.
The reason is, and I learned this for myself, because every time, it's not even like if I get in an argument or anything, I know my mouth will get the best of me, and my mouth has gotten me into so many troubles that sometimes staying quiet is better than opening it. You know that phrase when they tell you, "Calladita te miras más bonita."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Spanish, so can you translate?
Oh, my
that?
bad.
You look
You
beautiful.
look more. You look prettier.
quiet, being quiet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Basically it, because sometimes like I've said before, my mouth has gotten me into so much trouble in relationships and friendships and just in general, and maybe if I just stay quiet and observe and look at everything, I'll be like, you know what,
Okay.
so I
how
feel like
about-
it's better to be quiet.
How about you, babe?
Yeah, quieter. But also like a 50-50, because like I feel like it's right, like calladita te ves más bonita, like I'll look prettier when I'm quiet. And at the end of the day, what a woman is supposed to do is just sit there and look pretty. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's but also
What did they say?
My boyfriend goes, shout out to my girl, so she gotta know for knowing how to shut the fuck up.
yeah, also there's lines, that's certain lines that you don't need to cross. I also think that's part of discipline. I feel like some women should learn how to discipline themselves and be quiet when you need to be quiet and speak up when you need to speak up. So I think it's a 50-50.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and then I'm gonna get back with me. How about you?
I definitely agree. Yes, that we should be more quiet, more
Okay,
often.
why do you think women
Because
should be?
a lot
we
of-
should learn to be quiet.
Because the times that I've gotten in trouble for being loud and just like snapping has been very emotional, and I'm trying to not let my emotions get the best of me.
So you do understand that that's a masculine trait.
That's a masculine trait.
Yeah.
To what?
To
snap.
Yeah, to snap back.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
So you do understand that you have
Yeah, it's a
masculine
yes,
qualities. Okay.
Yes.
So how about you, babe?
Okay, I'm a very opinionated woman myself. I don't think it's the fact that we need to learn to be quiet. I think it's the fact that most women need to learn that there is a time and a place to address things.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
when you are in public, I don't care how wrong you think your man is. I don't care how wrong your man thinks you are. There is a very polite way, like, versus exploding for no reason. There's a time and a place for everything. It's how you carry yourself. That's what I think women need to work on, is how you carry yourself, not being quiet. Because if you're going to be quiet and just be quiet, the things that bother you are just going to build up. And a relationship is about communication. You're supposed to be able to communicate with your partner how you're feeling, but you have to do that in a mature manner.
Facts.
Yeah,
So I don't think it's learning to be quiet. I think it's learning the time and the place and how you address it.
Yeah, it did kind of bother me a little bit, the word quiet. I was gonna say something about it, so I agree with you.
Okay, I personally agree with you as well. There is a time and a place, and I think when you respect your man, a man will just look at you and you will just know.
And you know you gotta
Yeah.
not here.
And same thing with the man. It just takes one look for a man to know you are bothered, and you,
He
exactly.
was like, all right, let me not do this no
I
more.
do agree. I think that half of the women right now in this world need to shut the fuck up.
Including me.
Including some of us sitting here, and including Chantel, you know. But I do agree. I feel like emotions get the best of us, especially when we're in public. And I think I would say jealousy is a factor of that, because a lot of us get triggered out of anything, especially when we are insecure. So I would say we need to learn how to shut the fuck up.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
Okay, so
I love that.
this one's gonna spice it up, okay? Why are men refusing to commit? Let me start this way.
Because the quality of the woman out here to commit to is so low. Why commit to something that's trash, basically? Because most women nowadays are carrying themselves like they're trash, or treating their bodies like trash. So why would a man want to commit to trash? Because you wouldn't yourself commit to trash.
But what exactly makes a woman trash right now?
The way you carry yourself, like how you are, like how you physically appear in public. Like, I'm not saying that you have to get dressed to the nine to go to the store, but maybe you shouldn't go to the store in your PJs that are maybe like 10 years old, that the shorts are like the elastic's a little worn, and like a baggy t-shirt with no bra. Like, maybe you probably shouldn't go to the store because that's in public. Like, there's a lot of people who are
You can run into anyone, and your man's somebody else that works with your man is gonna see you like that.
And you got to understand that when you're in a relationship, you reflect your partner. The woman reflects the man reflects the woman. So how you carry yourself in public is going to determine like the kind of man you attract.
That's true. So what do you think?
I can't go any further than that. That was very
So you can
I agree.
back up the fact that
I agree.
why men are refusing to commit.
For the same reason. I agree.
Okay.
I agree with her.
And
I feel like
That's like a-
society has been kind of like barking and biting at men's ears, being like, oh, like, don't get her like a diamond ring, like when you first propose, like get her a cubic zirconia, a fake one, and then afterwards when she proves her worth, like get her a real one. Which to me it seems a little silly, and I'm gonna explain why. I think it's because if you got down on one knee, you already know that that's the love of your life. Why are you getting down on one knee if you're so unsure? Why are you going and jumping into this next step of our relationship being insecure or having that doubt in your mind that maybe she's not the one? Because if there's a thought in your mind that maybe she's not the one, then you shouldn't be getting down on that knee. Get up, get up, and find another one or work on it. Whatever you need to do. That's what.
how about you, Alexa? Why do you think men are refusing to commit?
Well, I agree 100% with what she said because she described it perfectly. But I also think it's due to the fact that how society and women as whole, as in general, portray. Yeah, I said it right. Portray themselves like, there's women out there que se cree, like, sorry, you don't speak Spanish, my bad, that think they're the shit, that they could do whatever they want, that they could do blah blah blah. Men just see it and they're like, I don't want to
Turned
like
off.
that. They're just like that
Mhm.
turns them off. So they're like, why would I want that? You know?
Yeah. Okay. So this one's a really good one. Do we as women have the capability to lead in a relationship?
We
Who
should
wants to
have-
take this one?
I'm sorry. Can you
It
repeat that?
depends on.
Do
it
we as women have the capability to lead in a relationship?
No, not unless you want to lead it off a cliff.
That's a good one.
There's the capability, but there's no need to. The man is supposed to lead you. Yes, you have the capability. You have the capability to do anything, but you're supposed to be submissive.
And
Your plate should be so full with doing all the other things you should be doing that you should be like, yeah, babe, go ahead, lead, because this is one less responsibility. This is one less headache that I want.
Yeah,
and
why,
I feel like after a certain amount of time, we resent them.
why would you want to lead?
Why exactly? Why would I want to lead?
Why do I want to lead?
I feel like us women, we can lead like for a while, like let's say a month or 2 months, that he's like in the hospital. But even in between that month, us women are stressing out.
Like, bro, like talk
we're
about
freaking
massive
out.
breakouts, like panic attacks.
Like no
I probably
makeup.
gained a couple pounds
Exactly.
because I'm over here eating my feelings
Yeah.
because fuck, it's hard. Like,
You prove the point because we're literally eating our feelings. So I don't believe that we can lead. Absolutely not. I don't want to lead. I want to be taken care of. I don't want somebody to sit here and tell me, well, can you pay the bills this month? Because I just want to back it up.
Yeah, that's a little bitch.
Like, come on. Like,
That's a little bitch.
you know, as a man, you should know well enough that we are cut. Like when you get with the women is with the woman is because that's yours. Like she's completely yours. So your responsibility is just to take care of her fully in all the aspects. No, the chat is disagreeing. Okay, so this one, it's gonna back that one up. Why are we so afraid of the word submission?
Because I feel like women feel like it takes away our rights and our being ourselves. That's the reason for being so afraid.
because
I believe.
women don't know the true definition of submission because they feel like it is women nowadays feel like submission is, oh, you're basically trying to like
you belong to the man.
But
yeah,
we
like
kind
I, but like you do belong to your man, but like it's that like the toxic trait, like the possession thing. Like I'm a person, I'm not a possession kind of thing.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
I was actually having a conversation with somebody that I hold very dear to my heart about that. That he was saying that like a lot of women are scared of the word submission, and he explained it to me very well, and I really understood. It's that women think that submission means weakness, but it really doesn't.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't at all.
It doesn't to the
you
right
could be
man,
a
yes.
strong woman and be submissive at the same time.
Yes,
you know
I
what
agree.
mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
How about you, Alexa?
To
Why
a
do you think
masculine man, though.
we are afraid of the word submission?
I feel like it's the same way how some people are afraid to commit. I feel like it's the same thing to me in my head. I feel like we're just afraid of the freedom that comes with it.
Yeah, I feel
That we're
like
gonna lose that part of ourselves and that freedom that we get from it.
I feel like it also goes back to what Hector was saying, that this generation now is just like used to sleeping around. So we forget, you know, I wouldn't want to say the healing stage, but we forget and we just keep on dragging things into people, and then it just becomes a shit show. So that's why a lot of women, I would say, are scared to submit, because they blame their traumas and they blame their past. And it's like, well, he doesn't have to pay that. That's none of his business. So I do agree that some of us are scared of submission, but I just think that naturally a lot of us need to understand that that's what we're honestly here for. Like, we're here to be protected, to be with a man, to have kids, to be in a family, to take care of our man, to cook for a man, to clean for a man. And if you're not doing that, that doesn't make you any of a woman. If you're out here, you know, just sleeping around with men, and, you know, like Chantel on her OnlyFans.
Chantel's like,
excuse you guys, but
I
there's
believe in Chantel.
There's only one guy on my OnlyFans, so that is incorrect.
Really? There's only one
Yes,
guy
there
in
is
your
only
OnlyFans?
one, and that is one of the biggest misconceptions of OnlyFans.
So men don't subscribe.
Hold on. That is one of the biggest misconceptions that there is of my OnlyFans. Now there's other girls that yes, they create content with everybody. I do not do that.
Bro, I
That
was
is incorrect.
just sold for $500. They're selling me in the chat.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so there's only one guy subscribed.
Yeah. No, I only slept with one guy to create all the content. I
And
thought
when
that's
you-
what you were talking
Oh,
about.
no. But were you like intimate with the guy? Or it was
Yes,
just like
it's my
content?
ex. My ex.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
correct.
Okay. And did he get like, like a percentage for that?
I paid for everything. So yes, he did.
So wait,
Oh,
so
actually,
you were
you know
with
what?
him with
You know
the
what?
kid,
You know
and
what?
you paid for everything.
You know what? It was I tried to make it like a partner thing, but he
Mhm.
didn't agree to it.
So he never wanted like a half.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's kind of.
I don't know.
kinda
I'm
cool.
not quite sure why. He was just like, oh, like if we go on vacation or whatever. Like that's how he took it as.
So he had like his own like company or his own business.
Yeah, he had his own thing going
Okay,
on.
that's
So
that's kind of cool. That's kind of
Yeah.
fair. The fact that he just like told you keep that shit.
yeah. All right, fuck you, Mikes.
All right, ladies, we're gonna do like another 5 minutes of you ladies reading the chat. So, chat, if you guys want to say anything to the ladies, you want to insult them, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, bring it
You've
on.
been
We can take the
insulting them the
smoke.
whole time
We
anyway.
can take the smoke.
But ladies, just look at the chat, guys. If you have
They
any
insulted
questions,
me about the ring pop.
Just
I
expect
saw
it back.
guys, if you have any questions, put them in the chat now. Also, you can super chat if you want the ladies to stand up,
What?
do a twirl, or do a rating or anything like that.
For the IG rating.
Somebody, oh my god, y'all crazy! You saw that one?
Jesus Christ.
You removed the chat.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I'll
we
put it
can't
back.
say that.
OF opens
There we go.
doors to all sorts of things. Yeah, if you want to lead into that.
If any do
Some
people
of them-
commonly have about you? Who are they talking about? Ivan, who are you talking about? What
Chantel
misconceptions,
belongs
if
to the
any?
atmosphere. What? Yeah, wild.
Yeah, they
Y'all
really
are
are. They were saying something about that,
insane.
about you saying
really
that.
No, I've never done gymnastic.
Listen, Dr. Keish, I may be terrible at math, but I could answer the question. Any
I'm
math
gonna end up
equation.
married to Dr. Kish. He looks like my type. He look like he got
To the
money.
galaxy. Oh wait, the
He's a
atmosphere
doctor,
and
girl.
the
He look
galaxy.
like
He
like
a
he got money.
doctor. He has money.
Now the chat's gonna be like, Funny's a gold digger. Hell yeah!
I'm dead.
I have no questions for those who have no purpose.
Okay.
Wow.
Same, Adam.
But you still
Oh,
watching,
no.
babe. Oh, I have two
Three of
babies.
us.
3 or 4 streets. Why don't
Yeah,
you guys
the
rate us?
usual.
Why don't you
That's
guys rate
the
us?
usual. It's the question.
Come on,
for
Chad, give us your
everyone.
best
The
questions.
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
everyone.
on.
Guys,
Bring-
step it
bring-
up.
Get the.
Can you
send
go
the
back to
smoke.
Are you
Ivan's
guys
question?
not
He's
in-
asking
are
a
you,
question.
Are you guys
What was
not
his name?
into? Wait, hold
Ivan.
on. Is the chat not intellectual
there.
enough to ask a decent question, like
I
an
don't know, you guys
actually
were
good
blowing
question? Because you guys are just talking shit.
No, Ivan. Go,
I went. That's
Keith,
Ivan.
go back
Go
up.
home
Go,
to
no,
your
to go up just a little.
children.
Right there. Right.
They don't ask
Whoa.
shit.
I love trolling
Where?
Fanny. I love.
Here?
I know.
No, go. No,
I don't know.
Trolling.
Go up just a little more. Up, right above. Yeah, right there. Right there.
That's the one I already have on the screen. It's right here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What
Stupid.
misconceptions, if any, do people commonly have about you?
Oh,
I think that's for you, Chantal.
Yeah, that I fuck
he said it's
everybody.
for
Apparently.
everybody.
No,
he said it's for
he said
everybody
for
on
all
the
the table.
table.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna answer it
well, the
first.
chat thinks I'm a hoe,
Yeah, the chat thinks I'm a hoe too.
same.
and I've only
Same.
been
The
with 3
all of
guys.
us.
The ignorance is
That I'm a hoe, that I'm a cheater, that that's a
Bro,
lot. That's a
He
lot.
said, Chantal, you're damaged good. That's what Fanny said. I never said that. What? Y'all crazy.
Ah.
Y'all just trying to.
yeah,
Fanny, you're
you
funny.
guys are just like too much right now.
Nah, just Chantal. Bro, I think Mike
Are you
kinda has a
upset?
crush on you. He's just like obsessed.
Mike, can you not afford me? Are you upset? Is that the problem here?
No, Sean S. No, cheating is wrong. I don't care. I don't care if you.
Damn.
Oh my god, so let's hop
Cheat
into that
with
topic.
a-
Would you accept cheating? Like you're married with your husband. Would you accept cheating?
Didn't we just talk about this and say
On
that?
the
Yeah,
podcast.
we did that on the
yeah.
show, sort of.
Yeah.
All right, Nelson, I'm sorry.
Ladies,
What is
where
a
do you
304?
see yourself? A hoe. Where do you see yourself in
you
7 years?
I'm sorry, I don't
Married
speak
with
ghetto.
2 kids, living on a couple acres of land somewhere. I don't care. where.
Chantel looks like Autumn
Oh
Falls.
my
Thank
god,
you.
he keeps on
Thank
trying
you.
you. He said afford you. I have $4.99 thoughts.
you.
What the
Oh my
hell?
You only have $4.99 because you can't afford me.
Damn.
Everyone donate $1 so I can get
Damn.
electric glasses.
Bro, Ti loves me.
They're just like coming at me today.
Yeah, me too.
Jeez.
Fanny's a 304. Shit. Fanny,
What do
talk
you
your
mean?
shit.
I'm
It's like
crying.
paying for
Bro,
a
you guys are
Ferrari
not
with
letting
high
me
mileage.
assist up. High mileage?
date a man in
It's like paying for a
P?
Ferrari.
What is oh
Would you
I
date a
guess
man in
please.
the P industry?
No, I don't want to see
am
a
not
girl
in the
riding my
PS.
man. No.
Who's the
Okay,
most
you don't want to
freakiest?
see a girl riding your man, but your man's supposed to be okay with seeing you riding
No,
another dick?
that wasn't the question though.
Oh.
Would you be okay with your man being a porn star? No, I don't want to see that. I'm not okay with my
Yeah, I wouldn't be
children
okay.
seeing that. I'm not okay with my family, my parents, anybody seeing
Person.
that. No,
That,
Yeah.
that's
comes,
not the
that,
man
that
for
comes
me.
back to me
Correct.
if that were to happen. Because they're like,
Honestly,
oh, you're dating
But
some
he's
guy with a.
disrespecting
Okay,
me.
ladies, with
Okay,
what
but-
you know now, would you respond to the average man with 2 followers on Instagram?
Yes. Yes.
Stop the cap.
No.
Yes. I actually
Yes.
dated a guy. I actually dated a guy that when I was dating him, I was his only follower. He removed like every single girl from his following list. Like he just removed everybody.
I want to say that right now I'm talking to a pretty average guy, and I actually really like it.
Chantal, I'll send you the screenshot.
Of what?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't
I
fucking
think he's
know.
talking about her.
Probably about you calling her damage good.
Go back to the conceit. Can you learn
Where
how to
you-
spell?
Hey, Steve, the screen's dark.
Where you belong?
Hold on, let me see. Is it still dark now?
Instagram is a social
little
resume.
bit.
I agree.
It's not.
okay,
Can
would
you
you-
like turn
would
the
you-
brightness up?
Would you delete your Instagram for a
It
guy?
looks like it's a night
I would.
mode.
He still
I
ain't gonna
would.
want-
If my man were to ask me,
Oh
I
my
would. I would
God.
delete
Yeah.
it.
I would
Oh,
delete
yeah.
your Instagram.
I'm
Okay.
so confused why the chat is so angry with me today.
They're just
There's so
messing
much.
with
There's
you.
so many haters.
Listen,
today.
the chat is brutal.
They're very brutal today.
When Hector
You guys
told
were
me
so
I need
nice
to go to
to
the
me.
gym, they called me a whale.
It's like they
You
rotate,
guys,
you know.
Wait, concrete.
First it was me,
my
now
bad,
it's y'all.
nasty. Yeah, it's just that like the first time I was here, they loved me, and now they're like they're
Same.
hating on me so bad. It's
Listen,
okay,
the
Mike.
chat is so bipolar because whenever I'm not on the podcast, I'm laughing with them in there.
real, me
And then
too.
when I'm on the podcast, they go and say all of that. I'm just like, y'all weren't like that yesterday.
we get in our moods, deal with it. I mean, yeah, no, it's okay, totally.
It's okay. No, we love
But it is what it is. Like I'm just pointing it out. You know, it's just.
All right, ladies,
I
we're gonna
think it's
do
entertaining.
last thoughts on the show, and then we'll close out. Anybody have anything
Please,
else to
'cause
say?
My ears.
Thank you guys for streaming.
Thank you guys
you
for
guys for
watching.
liking.
Subscribe, share the video.
Okay, on the count of three. Hold on the count of three. Say unfiltered. 1, 2, 3.
Unfiltered.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.